What is going on, everybody? For my guy A Camel Toes, who got his channel back. For A Camel Toes, what's up, guys? All right, that's for him. Brilly, everybody. Thank you for being here tonight. I do appreciate it. I have to pay a few of these off. So we'll start with Sports Expert, man. Thank you so much for the super stickers, man. I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. Brilly, my man. So for Sports Expert, wee! Woo! Wee! And of course, shout out to Dire Giants fans so I can actually do this. All right. I don't know how many times I run around that last one. So we got those in there. And then Benjamin Wynn, thank you for the super chat, my man. Brilly. He says, I tried the tongue tornado on my beautiful girlfriend this past weekend. And I got to tell you, man, nothing tastes better than eating your girlfriend out. Brilly. Benjamin Wynn would like to send me a few X-rated super chats tonight. I appreciate it. And then, of course, he sent me 3 super stickers, spinny spins. So thank you so much, Benjamin Wynn, my man. Brilly. Let's do it again. Wee! Woo! All righty. KB, thank you for the super sticker, my man. Brilly, my man. Yes, I got to get back to the gym. I miss it in the worst way. Benjamin, thank you for the super chat. Brother, Brilly. He says, actually, if your lady satisfies your needs anytime you want, that's even better. I can never say how blessed I am to have her in my life for emotional and physical needs. And he brought the eggplants and the peaches, if you know what I mean. KP, thank you for the super chat. Brilly, KP. He says, can you stream the first Yankees game this year? And the answer to that question is absolutely. They play at 7 o'clock on July 23rd. I will be live for the Yankees and Nationals that night, if they play, of course. Benjamin, thanks for the super chat. Brilly, my man. He says, someone has to send you porno super chats. Well, you definitely started off in the right direction. And then 3 more from Benjamin. I really appreciate it, guys. Again, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it, Benjamin. Brilly, my good man. He says, I forgot to mention I was completely sober when we did it. I want to remember every moment of it. Yes, it's always good to remember that stuff. And then he says, give my man Sports Expert a wrench, which he earned, and he does have one now. So good call on that one, Benjamin. He said he's a Browns fan and an Indians fan. Hasn't he suffered enough? Make him part of the big blue wrench crew. And there he is. And then Benjamin says, I changed my mind. I'm an ass guy now. Still love the boobs, but this weekend changed my life for the better. I told you it's all about them. It's all about the base. All about the base, Benjamin. Kyle Petrano, thank you for the super chat. Brilly. He says, pretty slow day for sports news. Want to talk Painter? I know. I'm trying so hard, guys, to get some freaking sports content on here. Luckily, Mahomes did that, but I was working when it happened. I couldn't even get on here. I wanted to do the Denzel Mims thing. I haven't had a chance to. I've just been busy. It's busy. We're getting ready to go back to the office, and things are getting crazy. Butcher's Block and Patriots talk, my man. Brilly, thank you for the super chases. Baddog, my guy. Bobby been rubbing it in all last week that he was on vacation. Well, cheers to you, Bobby. I hope you enjoyed your vacation, my man. I love Butcher's Block and Patriots Talk. That's my guy. If you guys haven't subbed up my boy Butcher's Block and Patriots Talk, please do so. Bobby's the man. And Rocha, we have a new member. Rocha, thank you so much, my man, for becoming a member of the channel. I really appreciate it, brother. Brilly. Welcome to the Big Blue Wrecking Crew, my man. And Meet Tarhan, thanks so much for the super sticker, brother. Brilly. I can't get the fire to come out of it, but I appreciate it, my man. Thank you so much. What's going on? Big Blue Jaboni, Cheese Whiz, Svi, Daniel, Barry, Edwin Chan, Duke Bothers, Nick the Wick. What's going on? My man, Brandon Rogers in the house. Brock Kitchline, great Eagles fan right there. Meet Tarhan. What is going on, my boy? How you doing? Nicholas Osborne, Alex Snay, Cody Collins. He's all about the bang hole. What's going on? Michael Toda. I'm ready for the Yankee season 2, my man. Jay Kovacs. What's good, my man? Talking Sports Atlantic. Isaac Knight, Chiefs fan. How you doing? Caden Alvis, what's going on, brother? Thank you all for joining the stream. DZTX82, what is going on, my man? Thank you for joining the stream. John Talento, Alex Sports. Thank you guys for being here. Bowler 1000, Johnny T, New York Sports Hub, Eric Pork. Thank you guys for being here. I do appreciate it. Sam Darnold, you stink, but welcome to the chat. Goat 10, what is going on? Again, guys, thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Prison Mike, what is going on? $503 million. No, I can't even fathom. I can't even imagine $500 million. I can't imagine $500,000, let alone $500 million, man. That is crazy. I appreciate that, Benjamin, but I absolutely do need to thank you. I need to thank all you guys and girls because, like I said, you're all so amazing, man. I'm truly blessed. I swear to God, I got the best subscribers and supporters on YouTube, man. I'm nothing without you guys and girls. Nothing. But we got a busy week. Busy couple weeks coming up. Michael Sachs Jr., what's going on, my man? How you doing, buddy? Thank you for joining the stream. Vance Belau, what's up? Cowboys Prime, what's good, my man? It's the entertainer's toy. Stand up. Entertainer's in the house. Delano, what is going on? Thank you for joining the stream, my man. Good to see you. Yes, Sam Darnold is crap. Quest U2, what's going on, brother? Thank you for joining this stream. Good to see you. So, like I said, we got the members stream on Wednesday. We're going to do that. The Giants roundtables Thursday. I do have the 3 guys that are going to be here. I got PTA. PTA Sports is going to be on the channel on Thursday. The sports reaction. I've had him on the channel before. We've done Yankee games together. He's going to be on. And we got Amir coming on. Amir has asked me a number of times to come on the channel or to work with him. I said, all right, Amir, come on in. So it's going to be Amir. It's going to be the sports reaction. It's going to be PTA Sports on Thursday. And again, we'll do it again next Thursday. I want to get Kid Blue back on the channel and, a couple other Giants YouTubers. So we got that going on. Friday, obviously talking Giants on the Entertainer Talking Sports channel. Saturday, I'm probably going to be live from the hotel. I'm going out. My sister-in-law is turning 21, so we're going to go out. We're going to have a good time. I'll probably stream for like an hour or something from the hotel, just to hang out with you guys for a little bit, because what am I going to do all day? So I'll come hang out with you guys maybe for a little bit. And a lot of people have asked about the NFC East roundtable. So I'm working on another one. I've reached out to there's a few Redskins fans that recommended Street Scores. I didn't know Street Scores for Redskins content creators. So I reached out to him. I'm waiting to hear back. I reached out a lot of Cowboys fans. A lot of Cowboys fans asked me to try to get Vok Lombardi on the stream. Vok said, just let me know when. So Vok is down. Vok Lombardi is down for this. I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled to be able to work with Vok Lombardi. That guy does a great job on his channel. So he's down for it. So I do have Vok Lombardi. I'm waiting to hear from Street Scores, and I'm going to reach out to an Eagles fan. I'm thinking Joey Shakes, but we'll figure it out. I'm thinking I'm going to reach out to Joey Shakes. I wanted to work with Joey for a while, and that will probably be the last one of those until we get some time, because sports should be back at that point. But that is kind of what's going on with the channel. So, Dire Giants, or what would that say? What'd that say? Where did I read that? Oh, yeah, Dire Giants fan. A lot of people seem to enjoy those. I get a lot of positive feedback on those streams. So, I am not an Islanders fan. I'm a Rangers fan, a casual Rangers fan. KP, thank you for the super chat, my man. I appreciate it, brother. Brilly says Tana and Baddog need to own their own strip club. Chris, we'd probably do a good job at that, I have a feeling. I know Benjamin would be our best customer. Definitely. There's the sports critic right there. He'll be on the channel on Thursday night. So we'll see him, like I said, with PTA Sports and the sports reaction. I've enjoyed doing the Giants roundtables as well with a lot of guys that I haven't had a chance to work with. So I like doing the collabs with other content creators that I haven't had the opportunity to work with. So I'm definitely looking forward to that as well. The roundtables are a lot of fun, Cowboys Prime. They are. I don't know what happened there, Brock. Hold on a second. Let me go back here. That's happened a couple times, so you got it back. I don't know what happened. Benjamin wants to be part owner too. But as they say, Benjamin, you don't get high in your own supply. I have a feeling you might be getting high in your own supply if you were part owner in the strip club. Jared Williams, what's going on, my man? Royal Prophet, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for joining the stream. Verified Kobe, what's going on? Gangrene David's in the house. Door Gunner, what's going on? Giants Alliance, what is going on, my man? Thank you for joining the stream, guys. A-Cloud, July 23rd, baby. I'll be live. Yankees Nationals, 7 o'clock. Right here in Hell's Basement. We're doing a Yankees Nationals game. If everything goes off without a hitch and we actually have baseball, I will be right here. Tyler Durden. Yes, Yankees will win the World Series this year. We're going to take it all home. The Wuggle, what's going on? Thank you for joining the stream. I would love to see the Giants make the playoffs. Philly 559, what's going on, man? What's going on there? MMKG, formerly Moose Kamal. Illy Gilly, what's going on? G-Man 409, Tendons of Steel. Sebastian Gurrier, what's going on, my man? Thank you guys for being here. Indeed, Vance 420. Smoke them if you got them. G-Man 409, what's going on, man? Thank you guys for joining the stream. Did you get Hell's Basement merch? I do have Hell's Basement merch, Bobby. It's right underneath the title. It is right to, actually, here. There you go. Check this out. Let's where is it? Where is this? It's here someplace. Hold on a second. I'll show you real quick. There you go. There you go. Here's some Hell's Basement merchandise right here coming up. There it is. Pinned right at the top of the screen for your viewing pleasure. That's my merchandise. That is the Hell's Basement merchandise right there. There it is. There it is. Juan Gotti, what's going on, my man? Thank you for joining the stream. I appreciate it. Word 21, what is up, brother? Thank you for joining the stream. Good to see you. You mess with a bad dog, you get bit. That's how it goes. Well, that's the truth, man. People should know that by now. Who's better than the Yankees rotation? Mets rotation. Mets rotation's really good. I like a rotation if it's healthy. I wish Severino was in there, Tyler. If we had Severino, I'd be loving it. And I saw, man, Josie McFly has been back. I want to work with him again as well. I want to work with him as well. I want to work with Josie McFly again for some Yankee games. Chris and I have talked about streaming Yankees and Mets games together. That we definitely have to do this year, no doubt. Games at Shea Stadium. Listen to me. Games at Citi Field. Shea Stadium, dating myself there. Games at Citi Field will be on his channel. Games at Yankee Stadium will be on. Streaming every Giants game. Cheese whiz, that's always the plan. Chris and I do every Yankees or every Giants game together. We alternate channels unless we go to the game, which is hopefully we can do. But yes, catching the scrimmage tonight. I did not see that tonight. I will definitely check it out tomorrow, though. Yep. See you later. Favorite night of the week? I mean, Friday, of course. That should be everybody's favorite night of the week. Who do I think will make the playoffs in the MLB this year? I don't even know how the MLB is set up. Honestly, the playoff picture, I don't even know how they've set it up this year. I have to check it out. Thank you, Notorious Stink. Yes, the Real Reality made that for me. The Real Reality came up with that logo because it gets hot as hell down in this basement. I mean, legitimately, it is humid and hot. Now tonight it's nice. It's rained. Last few days it's been extremely humid. But today, right now, it's like 67 degrees. I got the fan in the window. It's nice, but man, it gets brutal down here. One night I said I feel like I'm in Hell's Basement. And I said, I should have merch for that. Next thing I know, man, he hit me up on Instagram. He said, Baddog, I got some Hell's Basement merchandise for you. So shout out to him. Juan Gotti, thank you for the super chat, man. I appreciate it, brother. Brilly says, Nats rotation is better. Duh. Let's be real. They do have two pretty good studs there. But you're not beating the Yankees, so don't worry about it. Rick Nash, what's going on, man? Thank you for joining the stream. East, West, and Central. No, I mean, I didn't know how they set the playoffs up. Like how many playoffs. They are normal. Okay. Well, I think the Yankees make it. I think the Dodgers make it. I think the Brewers make it. I think the Nationals are going to make it, obviously. The Twins will make it again. I'm going to say the Mets make the playoffs. Mets get a wild card this year. Atlanta makes the playoffs. Atlanta's good. What's my thoughts on Patrick Mahomes' 10-year extension? That was insane. I did a video on it. I didn't really know what to say. 10 years. When I recorded that video, I just knew it was around $400 million. Then it comes out that it's $503 million. Can you imagine $503 million? I can't even imagine $503,000. Imagine $503 million. That is insane. Tyler, yeah, I picked Gleyber Torres to win the MVP this year. We need a Yankees-Dodgers World Series. Absolutely, Cowboys prime. That's what I'm waiting for, without a doubt. Alejandro Suarez says San Francisco Giants. So I guess we'll find out. You got a refund on the Dodger tickets. That's always good. Dodgers-Astros, September 12th and 13th. Good. I hope Clayton Kershaw beans someone in the head over there. Did they open the gyms on your side of New York? No, Prison Mike. Because that's the governor. Cuomo ain't letting any gyms open in any part of New York. So, no, they're not open up here. They were supposed to open up July 1st, but they have not. I heard there's a big lawsuit against the state of New York for that reason. So, we'll see. I agree, Mike. Something's better than nothing, without a doubt. I can't wait for Yankees Astro, bro. Yeah, absolutely. No Phillies? Nah. I don't like the Phillies. I don't like your rotation. $503 million is ridiculous. L.A. Lou, I saw you early, man. What's going on? Wheelkey, thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly, my man. You think we're getting a full NFL season? Well, like I said in the Pat Mahomes video today, I've been as optimistic as I possibly can with this thing, but I am not going to lie. I'm a little concerned. That I don't know what's going to go on with the sports. A little concerned, man. I just am. Crazy Wolfman, what's going on, brother? Thank you for joining this stream. I appreciate it. MMK, how can I be the man when you're the man? Ligma, what's going on, brother? Thank you for joining the stream. TikTok Chess Hall, the player, the man, the myth, the legend. Chess Hall, what's going on, man? How you doing, buddy? Thank you for joining the stream, sir. Royal Prophet, yes, indeed. What's going on, Crazy Wolfman? Tenants of Steel, do you think Dak could get now that Mahomes got the deal today? I don't think Dak's going to get as much, but Dak's going to get paid by somebody. Chapman got ripped during COVID-19. Yeah, he should have. Prayers for Tanaka. Yeah, he got beamed in the head with a line drive, but I guess he's okay. So that's a good thing. AV Sports, what's going on? Nick the Wick, thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly. He says $4 you can join the channel and a jersey giveaway. Yeah, or is that 4 members? I don't really know what he's saying. Yeah, I forgot how many members away we are. I think we're 7 away. I think I checked before the stream at 92. We got one new one. Rocha came in tonight. What's going on, New Yorker? Alejandro Suarez, Lakers? Yeah, I did a video on that. And I think J.R. Smith is very streaky. So J.R. Smith can come off the bench and he can score 18, 20 points. He can come off the bench. He can go 1 for 9. One thing you know about J.R. Smith, he's not going to play a lick of defense. They needed somebody. Avery Bradley decided to forego the season, and Avery Bradley plays really tough defense. That is something the Lakers are going to miss, is that perimeter defense and that press coverage that Avery Bradley can do. But they did need another replacement. There was talk about J.R. Smith for months with the Lakers, and that finally came to fruition. King 26 Reyes, what's going on? Shumpy Wumpy, what's up, brother? Diego Manzuelis, what's going on, Diego? How you doing? Thank you for joining the stream, guys. I appreciate it. Strasburg, Max Corbin, you throw Annabelle Sanchez. Yeah, Annabelle Sanchez. Don't call him come on, man. Don't call him a freaking ace. He's not an ace at all. Dak ain't going to get, he's probably going to get 35 to 38 million is my guess. They delayed MLB from 7.4 to 7.23. Yeah, I guess they did. That's what it's supposed to be up here, Johnny T. By appointment, 1 hour blocks and masks, social distancing, all that stuff, but they haven't opened it. John Starks would kill J.R. Smith because John Starks played defense, blue collar, but John Starks and J.R. Smith are very streaky shooters. That's why I compare them. But Starks also played his heart out every night. You're not going to get that with J.R. Smith all the time. NYG31, what's going on, my man? Thank you for joining this stream, man. Good to see you, brother. Tana talking broad football and baseball is great. Test for players every 48 hours or 2 days. Yeah, same thing. That game worth $30 million. No, I know that, LA Lou. I hope the Cowboys pay him, though. I hope the Cowboys pay his ass that money. What's going on, Danny Lukenheimer? How you doing, buddy? Steve Jimenez, what's going on, brother? Thank you for joining the stream. Who's my favorite Orioles player? Jesus, I don't even know. It used to be, oh, God, who the hell's the Manny Machado? It used to be Machado, but I couldn't even tell you who my favorite Oriole player is right now. Nats rotation may be better, but you know what? Their bullpen isn't. The Yankees bullpen is fantastic. Mo Al, what's going on? You think Stanton can survive it? No, I don't think Stanton could survive a week without getting hurt. Wheelkey, man, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it so much, brother. Brilly, my man. He says, just thinking of all that money the Bears saved on passing on Mahomes and drafting Trubisky. I guess that's one way to look at it, Wheelkey. But you're paying Nick Foles $22 million a year. Yeah, Ripken's my favorite Oriole of all time. Of all time, it's Cal Ripken, no doubt. No doubt about it. So Cal Ripken, yeah, of all time, absolutely. Like Nona, what's going on, man? Thank you for joining the stream, man. Good to see you. Did you reach out to Katie? Oh, Katie Nolan. Right now, we got a little Bret Hart versus Stone Cold Steve Austin at the 96 Survivor Series on TV. Illy Gilly's in the house. My profile pic should be the one of Joe Lutz has. I'll tell you what, Chris and I, there's some of our subscribers have got some great thumbnails of me and of Chris and myself. There's no doubt about that. Favorite Orioles, Brooks Robbins. He's a good one too, Lou. He is no doubt a great Oriole. A little before my time, Ripken was the guy that I grew up with. I always had the always like the shortstops, man. That's why A-Rod was my favorite player for a long time. But Ripken, Larkin, Jeter, Nomar, I loved all those guys. If the NBA scrimmages are televised, Laker Dog could return after your birthday weekend. If there's a scrimmage, I could definitely do one. Get warmed up. I'm going to tell you, KP, I'm going to have to, I would like a scrimmage because I'm going to have to get warmed up again. I'm going to have to get back in the basketball. I'm going to have to get back in streaming basketball mode. And I'm going to need a warm-up game myself to get acclimated to boom, shakalaka. And I got to get ready. Got to get ready for the Shaq voice, you know what I mean? Got to come out. I'm the big Aristotle. I'm the big Diesel. Lakers here to take home the Larry O'Brien trophy. You heard it here first. That's why they call me the Aristotle. That's why they call me Diesel. I'm a predictor. I'm a prognosticator. I'm all those guys. I would have owned the NBA this time. I would have been dunking on everybody. I'm a Shaq dog, baby. I got to get ready for all that stuff. Do you think 10 years from Mahomes is too much? No, they locked him up pretty much for the rest of his career. If they only gave him a 5-year deal, Mo, he's going to be done in 5 years and he'd be in his prime. They have to pay him more, if that's even possible. So there's no doubt about that. Gavin, what's going on, man? Sperm cells in the house. You don't see him very often anymore. There he is. My boy Gavin, one of the OGs right there. Brilly. To my man, Sperm Cell, who is now Gavin. You were on live yesterday. Very nice. I can't wait either. I can't wait, man. I've been dying without live sports. I need some, man. What quarterback does Wentz remind me of? I don't know if he really reminds you of anybody. I mean, I don't want to give him Elway. I don't think he's as good as Elway, but I don't know, man. It's hard to say. It's hard to say right now who he reminds me of, man. Shaq has a chicken restaurant and a pizza named it. He should. Chris, what's your take on you, me, and Baddog being owners of Buddy Ranch in Vegas? Well, we'll see, Cheese Whiz. He's not going to need to play anymore. That's for sure. He's set for the rest of his life. He's not going to need to play. If he wins a couple more championships, he might be done. He don't need to be Tom Brady unless he wants to be Tom Brady. Blue Collar, one of my favorite names on YouTube. Thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it, brother. Brilly. What up, Bad Dog? Stanton gets hurt every other week, but he has now upgraded to hurting other players. Send this guy to L.A. Listen, I wanted Christian Yelich. That was the guy that I wanted from Miami. Number one, he's a left-handed hitter. Number two, he's a 330 hitter. Number three, he steals bases. So I wanted the 330 guy. I didn't even care. I don't know where the power came from in Milwaukee. He was not known as a power hitter. In Miami, of course, you need to really jack it out of there. It's a huge park. And in Yankee Stadium, Yelich would have been unbelievable. I wanted the contact hitter with the speed. We don't need another swatter that strikes out 220 times a year. Of course, Stanton can't even get 220 plate appearances a year, so I guess he can't strike out that much either. But yeah, you're right. I'll send him off to L.A. I'll send him to L.A. Try to think of what I take from the Dodgers. Whose idea was it to delay baseball by 19 days? Well, I mean, they're starting the 23rd. So I don't know. Petrogrum is already halfway to the Hall of Fame. Yeah, he is. He is. Yeah, Lou. Yelich was the best. Yelich is, maybe outside of Trout, Yelich is the best player in baseball, in my opinion. He's right up there. New York for life. What's going on, my man? He says, I'm swimming to Cuba. That'll get you in shape. As long as you got the hummus. As long as you got the hummus, you're okay. They got hummus in Cuba? If they got hummus in Cuba, you're fine. You check to make sure that they got hummus in Cuba first. The Yankees need 3 more DJ LeMayus. They do, but DJ got the COVID. So hopefully he's all cleared to go by the time the season starts. So we will see. Favorite Diamondbacks player. Again, I couldn't even tell you who my favorite Diamondbacks player. I don't know if I watched one Diamondbacks game last year. The Patrick Mahomes deal is incredible, Benjamin. It's sick. It's insane. He got more than Mike Trout. He got $500 million. That's baseball-like contract. That is insane, guys. That Pat Mahomes contract is nuts. It's nuts. It's a third of their salary cap. Andrew Christopher, hi. Gary Sanchez is part of the reason why we lost to the Astros. I don't mind getting rid of him either, Steven. We draft the catcher every year. I ask around. I'm not a big fan of Gary Sanchez. Calvin, what is going on, my man? Good to see you, brother. Thank you for joining the stream. Great Cardinals fan right there. He says the bar has been set for young quarterbacks who make a difference, but there are some nervous owners out there. Well, I can understand that. Listen, man, you've been in my streams enough, Calvin, and I'm a big Kyler Murray fan. And I think Kyler Murray's going to be, like I said, he's a dark horse MVP candidate this year. I love Kyler Murray, and I've loved Kyler Murray since his days at Oklahoma. So, when I wanted the Giants to draft Kyler Murray, when that whole thing came out, people were like, you wanted Haskins. I'm like, I said I wanted Haskins on draft night because I did not want Daniel Jones, which was obviously a mistake. But everything I said was the Giants need to trade up to get Kyler Murray. Don't take a quarterback unless you're taking Kyler Murray. But I'm glad we got Daniel Jones. I love it. Can Altuve be considered the best again? Probably not. This is going to scar him for probably his whole career, really, Gilly, and it sucks because I was a huge Altuve fan. And now I'm not. Salt, great name. What is going on, my man? It says, yo, my friend has a signed certification of authentic New York Rams jersey. Please tell me if you want it for $100. I don't collect sports memorabilia. I collect sports cards. That is what I collect because the memorabilia takes up too much space. I actually have a Derek Jeter 16x20 catch autograph over here, which the picture came out of the back. I got to put it back in there. The frame's not good. Who do I think will win the AFC Championship? The Chiefs. I don't think there's any doubt about that. New York for life, man. Thank you for the super chat, brother. I appreciate it. Brilly, my good man. He says, so my hummus business is shut down at the moment. Apparently in the USA, I have to pay taxes for my business, so I'm taking swimming lessons. Ask El Duque. El Duque was good at that. Michael Caputo, what's going on? That's a good Italian name right there. Michael Caputo, what's going on, man? Think the Yankees are going to coast to the playoffs? I hope so, man. You know, you can't take anything lightly now, Michael, because with 60 games, these games mean about 3 times more than they normally do. You can't get off to a bad start. You can't get off to like a 12-18 start because 12-18 is half the season. So you better get off to a good start. There's going to be a lot of pressure on the Yankees at the beginning of the year. It's up to Aaron Boone. Now, I'm not a big fan of Aaron Boone, but it's going to be up to Aaron Boone to get these guys in shape, to get these guys going. Yankees going to have to start out in their first 30 games at least 19-11, in my opinion. So, I hope so. Who I think will win the AFC Championship? The Chiefs. Yeah, I hate Altuve too. What's going on, Epic Journey? I thought you already did live with Santa Claus. Stan Albert, thank you for the super chat, my man. I appreciate it, brother. Brilliant, my good man. He says $500 million and still team friendly. Wow. Yeah. Wow is right. Danny Barrett, what's going on, man? Say less. Yes, I was actually talking about that right at the beginning of the stream. Say less. I am working on another NFC East roundtable. It'll be next Wednesday if we can get it together. I reached out to Vach Lombardi of the Cowboys. Vach said, just let me know what time. So he seems like he's down to do it, which is awesome because a lot of people wanted me to reach out to Vach Lombardi and work with him. He said he'd be down to do it. A lot of Redskins fans asked me to work with Street Scores, who I was not aware of. And he does have really good content, really good podcasts. I reached out to him. I'm just waiting to hear back. And then I have to decide which Eagles fan I'm going to use. Like I said, I think it'll be Joey Shakes. I like Joey. I wanted to work with Joey for a while. So I'm leaning that direction, but we'll see what happens. That'll probably be the last of them before the season starts. And then I'm hoping that I can take those 3 groups that I work with in the offseason, do it in the middle of the season, and kind of switch the lineup around with those 9 guys. Like a lot of people wanted to see Brunson and Vach Lombardi in the same stream, so I would hope I could do that. Like I said, it's in the works, but I'm definitely working towards another one next Wednesday. Kyle Petrano, thank you for the super chat, brother. I appreciate it, my man. Brilly. He says, what could have been if Lamar fell to the second round to us? And imagine Lamar and Saquon in the same backfield would have been fun to watch, run option. Well, this is true, but we had already taken Daniel Jones, so I don't think they would have taken Lamar Jackson. Now, one thing I'm going to say about this, my man Cruz on 26, I don't know if he's in here or not, he loved Lamar Jackson from day one. From day one, I was not sold on Lamar Jackson at all. I said, no, he's going to stink. He ain't an NFL quarterback. He's no good. Cruzon loved Lamar Jackson from day one. So the Giants ought to take Lamar Jackson. He loved him. He loved him from day one. Much props to Cruzon. NYG31, thanks so much for the super chat, brother. Brilliant, my man. Manfred is the worst commissioner in Major League Baseball. Yes, I agree with that. Terrible. He might be the worst commissioner in all of sports. Manfred did a terrible job with the MLB. Horrible job. Bring in Sean from the Sports Tree, NFC East. Well, I could, actually it's tough though, because I don't know what their schedule is, but that actually wouldn't be a bad idea. I would love to have the Sports Tree on my channel. I've always been on their channel. I have to reach out to them at some point, see if we can work something out together. Well, they took Jones the year after. Well, you know what? Then they weren't planning on taking Lamar Jackson that year. I get the years mixed up. They couldn't have been planning on taking him. Victor Cruz, no injuries, or Hakeem Nicks? Oh, Victor Cruz, without a doubt. Without a doubt. I think the Giants always knew that they were going to take a quarterback in 2019. Honestly. I do. I think the Giants knew what they were going to do the whole time. They were never interested in Lamar Jackson. What's going on? Go Eagles 1990. When the Chiefs are done paying Pat Mahomes, the Mets will still be paying Bobby Bonilla. This is true, Go Eagles. And you know what else is true? When Patrick Mahomes, when the Chiefs are done paying Mahomes, he could buy the Mets. How come I don't like Boone? I just don't like his managerial style. I think that he thinks too much. I think he's too analytical. I don't think that he gives hot players a chance. Like a player will go 5 for 5 with 3 homers one night and they'll sit him the next day. Like you don't need to do that. well, the numbers say this. No, you play the hot hand. I'm an old school guy. I'm a firm believer if a guy's on a tear, his last 4 games, he's, 8 for 13 with 3 homers, and then he's facing a pitcher that he doesn't normally have a good numbers against in his career, I think you play him anyway. You play the hot hand. All the numbers reflect are what happened in the past. They don't reflect what's going to happen in the future. I think that he overanalyzes things too much, honestly. Thank you, Boltstein. I appreciate that. Today's WWE is terrible. Manfred has no balls. Should have stood up. Exactly, Lou. Exactly. If Mahomes is still a good quarterback at the end of 2 years, he'll end up making more than Tom Brady. Oh, that's true. Well, Tom Brady don't need the money. His wife makes hundreds of millions of dollars. His wife's the one with all the money there. What's going on there, Scott Robinson? 41-19 for the Yankees. Absolutely, that is realistic. Absolutely. What's going on, Danny Barrett, new to YouTube? Well, I appreciate you swinging by the stream, my man. Thank you for being here. Much appreciated. Dem Birds brought Dem Birds with him. 18 never made sense. We didn't have the team to support a quarterback and would have watched another year of rookie contract. 18 would draft Barkley and Hernandez. Yeah, exactly. I completely agree with you, Chris. What else is new? But that's exactly what I think they did. They never intended on drafting a quarterback that year because they figured they had Eli for 2 more years at that point. So I don't think although they could have had a quarterback sit behind Eli and started him in 19, I guess. But you're right. They were never doing that because the ownership told Gettleman, you have got to win this year. We have Eli Manning. 2017 was a fluke. We had all these injuries. So draft to win now. That's why I went out and got Solder. That's why I went out and traded for Ogletree. That's why he made all those moves because they were trying to win in 2018 and it failed miserably. Jack Hughes, thank you for joining the stream. And Nick DeWitt, thank you for sending Jack over here, man. I appreciate that, my man. Welcome aboard, Jack. Good to have you here. Dodgers have the AL West on their schedule. There you go. Oh, good. Dodgers Astros is going to be great. Going to be great. It's been a long time since we've heard a good old. I'll hit one of those once in a great while, Johnny T. I bang off one of those if it's a big one. I've done that a couple of times for bigger ones. But definitely. Where you hiding? Good to see you. Where you hiding? How you doing, my man? John Snow, how you doing, brother? Brilly to you. Rob Dog, how you doing, brother? Thank you for joining the stream. Blue Collar, thank you for the super chat. Brilly, my man. Bigger New York sports legend, LT or Jeter? In my mind, Lawrence Taylor. And everybody else's mind, Jeter. And you got to lean Jeter for this reason. He won 5 World Series. Like 6th on the all-time hit list. Honestly, I think LT, if you're comparing players, LT was better than Jeter for the simple fact LT is the greatest defensive player in the history of football. The Washington Redskins used to have special schemes to try to stop him, and it didn't matter. You could not stop Lawrence Taylor. So I would say he was a better player than Jeter. As far as legend in New York goes, it's probably Jeter because he won more championships. But there's no doubt Lawrence Taylor was a better player for the simple fact, like I said, Jeter, you can make an argument that Jeter's not the greatest shortstop of all time. He's not the greatest Yankee of all time. There's no doubt. Lawrence Taylor is the greatest Giant ever, and he's the greatest defensive player ever. So I would say LT was a better player, but I think if you asked New York sports fans, they would tell you that Jeter is a bigger legend. I think that's how I would answer that. The Giants had $1.5 billion to spend on star players for the franchise tag. Who would you take? Not saying it's a smart move. I don't really understand that question. I don't really understand that question. I agree with that, Giants Alliance. He's definitely arguably the best player ever. Me personally, I always go Jerry Rice. Because Jerry Rice was so good for so long. He won a bunch of Super Bowls. He owns every postseason record, every Super Bowl record. And you really cannot compare another receiver to Jerry Rice. And Jerry Rice is the all-time touchdown leader in the entire history of the NFL. He's a scoring leader. Maybe Morton Anderson's a scoring leader, but Jerry Rice is the all-time touchdown leader. And actually, did Vinatieri pass Morton Anderson? One of the kickers is, but Jerry Rice scored the most touchdowns, and that's your goal. So Jeter isn't a top 3 Yankee. I agree, Bobby Chulo Chad. I did a top 10 Yankees. I have Jeter 7th on the all-time Yankee list. I got Ruth first, I got Mantle second, Gehrig, DiMaggio, Mariano Rivera, and Yogi Berra ahead of Jeter on my list. I have Jeter 7th on the all-time Yankee list. Harry Adams, what's going on, man? Giants are building right. Strong O-line. D-line got to get strong. Let's go Mets, he says. Let's go Mets. LT was the greatest defensive player ever. I agree. I don't agree with the let's go Mets. I'm not going to root against the Mets, but obviously I'm a Yankee guy. So, Tom Brady's the best of all time, best quarterback of all time. No doubt about that. Well, the Stickum helped, Gilly. I'm sure the Stickum helped for sure. Can you imagine Reggie White and Lawrence Taylor together? No, and the Giants actually had a chance to get Reggie White. Giants also had a chance to draft Mike Singletary and Howie Long in the 81 draft. They fell a long ways away. Can you imagine Singletary and LT on the same team? That was possible. That was possible. Yeah, Rice was incredible. I mean, Rice helped them get to a Super Bowl, the Oakland Raiders, with Rich Gannon as the quarterback. I think Rich Gannon won the MVP that year. You know? Greatest NFC East kicker of all time. God, I couldn't even tell you. Raul Allegre. No, I have no idea. We've had some bad kickers in this division. Where you hide? I honestly, if I had to answer that, the guy that comes in, David Akers would be the guy that I would think was the best kicker in the history of the NFC East. That'd be my pick. David Akers would be my pick. Y2Fly, what is going on, brother? Thank you for joining the stream. I appreciate you swinging in to show some love. Lawrence Taylor's better than Ray Lewis. Jeter probably was the best. Jeter probably, but it was the greatest defensive player ever. Any thoughts on Schmidt tonight? Which Schmidt? Mike Schmidt? The Giants have won 2 more Super Bowls. Does Parcells? Oh. Jerry Rice will always be the go. I agree. Tenants of Steel. I agree. Mark Mosley did win an MVP. Mark Mosley did win an MVP. I don't know another kicker's ever won an MVP, and I don't remember. I think he won it in 1982 when the Redskins won their first Super Bowl. I think he won it in 82, if I'm not mistaken. Well, Yankees have COVID so far. As far as I know, Q, just DJ LeMahieu. That's all I've heard. Dan Bailey was really good. Of course, he missed a lot of clutch kicks. David Akers had a lot of clutch kicks in the playoffs. So, Rosas is the greatest NFC East drunk driver. You know. Oh, it's BBQ. All right, what's going on? You're showing your youth, Dan Bailey. Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, I would go David Akers. Mark Mosley was great. Mark Mosley a little before my time. And listen, I remember Mark Mosley missing big kicks in that Cleveland Jets AFC divisional playoff that the Jets won in overtime. Mosley missed big kicks in that game. So those are my memories of Mark Mosley, was him missing big kicks against the Jets in 86. I do remember that. Yeah, Pat Summerall is one of the greatest announcers ever. Akers is my favorite kicker because he was left-footed like me. There you go. Mark Mosley was great, just a little before my time. That's right. Sessa has it too. No big loss. No big loss. Can you name this NBA player based on the nickname Mr. 11 Rings? Bill Russell, I would guess. No, I know what you mean. BBQ Network. Yep, I know. You changed your name. I got you. Will college football happen? I'm leaning no, Moal. I'm getting a little concerned about sports this year. I really am. What's going on? Teo 2K. What's going on, my man? Phil Jackson. Yeah, Phil Jackson is a player and a coach. Yeah, as a player and a coach. We go from hard cider to root beer. That's how we roll down here. Techie, what's going on, my man? Good to see you, brother. Thank you for joining the stream, Techie, I've been running like crazy. Bill Russell should have his number retired by the NBA. I wouldn't have an argument with that. Yeah, college football could be played in the spring. It's going to be interesting the way things happen this time, Sports Expert. It's going to be interesting. But if you guys haven't done so, do me a favor, man. Spike that like button. We're 17 likes away from 100. So let's see if we can get to 100. I don't know where my man Hakeem J is, but let's make those 100 likes happen, guys. Bang that thumbs up button. MLB is going to finish the season with all these kids. I have no idea, Ian. I'm hoping like hell they do. but we'll have to see. We will have to see. I got to keep the cardio going. They haven't opened the gyms in New York. I need my gym. I need my gym. I've had it, man. I got to get back in there. Bowflex is great. Running is great. It's not the pump. There is no pump. I need the pump. I need to pump. We need to. What if there's no sports this year? Well, if there's no sports this year, Bold Sign, Entertainer and I have decided we're going to do a night show 4 nights a week. And we'll talk about sports, talk about whatever. But if there's no sports this year, Chris and I have already decided we will do a night show together 4 nights a week. That's how we're going to get through it. Imagine Mahomes went to the Giants. He should have been a Giant. Seth Dominus, thank you for hitting that thumbs up, brother. I appreciate it. Blue Collar, thank you for the super chat. Brilliant, my man. It says LT's greatest sports moment versus Jeter's greatest. See, that's tough, Blue Collar, because LT, when you're on a football team and there's 52 other guys, it's hard to have a greatest moment. But when you're a baseball player, it's obviously so much one-on-one. Jeter's greatest moment outside of the titles, obviously, is 3,000th hit off David Price. He hit a home run. LT's greatest sports moment, winning the MVP in 86, I guess. I mean, I really don't know. I mean, he won the MVP in a Super Bowl in the same year. That's pretty good. Jeter never won any hardware like that. Jeter never won a batting title. Jeter never won an MVP. I think Jeter led the league in hits 1 year. He never led the league in runs. He never led the league in RBI, home run, average, nothing. I think he led the league in hits once or twice. He did get robbed in 2006, though. Jeter was the MVP in 2006. They gave it to Justin Morneau because some ass clown in Boston voted him 8th, which was garbage. So Jeter got ripped off in 2006, but he never did win any hardware like that, any individual hardware. So I would say Jeter's personal moment has to be better than LT's because 3,000 hits with a home run is pretty impressive. It's funny that he and Boggs, who are not noted for hitting home runs, both had their 3,000th hit be a home run. If they cancel the NBA season, I'm going to cry. You and me both. Tiki Barber, Brandon Jacobs, give me Tiki Barber all day. Tiki Barber, the best Giants running back, not close. Not close. Tiki Barber belongs in the Hall of Fame. Tiki Barber was better than Emmitt Smith. I say that, and I mean it. There's no doubt about it. Tiki Barber is the greatest Giants running back of all time. Jeter was great in the Subway Series. Indeed, he was, Giants Alliance. In 2000, Jeter won the All-Star MVP and the World Series MVP in the same year. I think he was the first player to do that, if I'm not mistaken. What will the Skins and Chiefs new name be? I didn't know the Chiefs had to change their name. I don't know about the Redskins. I've heard the Red Tails. They're gonna change their name to the Red Tails, is what I've heard. Single-handedly beat. Yeah, on Thanksgiving in '82 he did, but the Giants are a bad team. Was that '80? That was '82. On Thanksgiving in '82, yeah, he came in. He was suspended, or he was like not suspended, but the Giants. I think the Giants suspended him in the first half. He didn't play. He came into the second half and dominated. He had like a couple sacks. He had a couple tackles for loss, and of course, he had the 97-yard interception return for a touchdown in that game. So, yes, he single-handedly did beat the Lions in '82, but we were such a lousy team in '82 under Ray Perkins. It was pretty bad. That's why Parcells became our coach in '83, and we were even worse. What's going on there? Best kicker in our division right now, arguably, is Jake Elliott. Oh, right now, yeah, I'd give it to Elliott. Yes, Boggs' home run was with Tampa. Yes. Am I back in the office again? I had a lot to do today, Nick the Wick. I'm in the office Thursday. I go back Thursday. I had to drop my son off at the babysitter's day. I did swing into the office this morning. That's why I wasn't in there. Tomorrow will be my last day on Uncle Lou's stream for a while. Of course, I was supposed to go back today to the office, and they pushed it back to Thursday. So we'll see if there's any directives that come out. But yeah, we're getting close to going back to that. Chiefs aren't changing their name. I didn't hear about that. Yeah, I didn't think so. How about the Red Sox? That's reserved for the Red Sox. Ian Silverman. Of course, we could, like I said, we could call Washington, the Brooms, because the Giants sweep them all the time. We could call them the Washington Floors, because the Giants mop the floor of them every year. It's great. Yeah, I didn't think they were doing that. How do I feel about preseason being shortened? They're voting to not play any preseason games. Illy Gilly, thank you for the super sticker, brother. Brilly. And that actually looks really good. Not a big cherry pie fan. Pecan pie. Love pecan pie. It's my favorite pie. I love pecan pie. God, pecan pie is freaking good. I love pecans in general. The pecan pie is amazing. I'm partial to Washington Redskins and Washington Kings. There you go. What's going on, Feed Zeke? Yeah, Giants don't always think. I mean, we're the only team to win a Super Bowl in 4 straight decades. Can't be that bad all the time. Yeah, I don't think you'll miss me in Louis streams. I think you'll get by. If I was, I've never watched The Sopranos in my life, Q. And everybody's like, how have you not watched The Sopranos? And now I just make it a point not to, just because I like to be defiant. Brar, what's going on, man? Thank you for joining the stream. You love the house? Thank you. It's not my house. It's just a background, but I wish it was my house. I wish it was. Washington Tribes. Listen, it doesn't matter what Washington changes their name to. You know we're getting 2 dubs against that team every year. I do not like key lime pie. I don't like any kind of fruit pie. I don't like lemon meringue pie. I don't like key lime pie. Pie's not supposed to be sour. I like apple pie. I like cherry pie. I love Kentucky bourbon pie. I love pecan pie. Sweet potato pie, all that stuff. But don't give me any pie with sour fruit, you know. Favorite football movie? Got to be Rudy. I was actually on earlier today. I love my girlfriend's pie, if you know what I mean. Benjamin, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. When do you think number 5 is coming realistically for the Giants? 2022. Mark it on your calendars. 2022. We're going to be right in there for that. Right in there for that. Just watch The Sopranos. Stop being. I don't got time, man. When do I have to? When do I have time to watch Sopranos? I don't have time for anything anymore. That comes with having a toddler. There's no time for anything. See, when Little Baddog was a baby, yes, he required a lot of attention, but he couldn't walk. He couldn't talk. You know, he napped a lot. He wasn't coming to me and go, Daddy, play. Daddy, this. Daddy, I want my milk. Daddy, I want to eat. Daddy, I want this. Daddy, I want that. He wasn't doing that 2 years ago. Now he does. The time is even less. You wish you said OBJ? I don't miss OBJ, to be honest with you. I don't miss him. I'm pumping iron on watching this. How's my gym? You know I don't have a gym, Pasha. New York don't open the gyms for whatever reason. How do I like your defensive unit this year, although young? Well, I think Meek-Hill, I think it's going to be an experience. I think these guys are going to go through some growing pains. I worry about the lack of pass rush, but I love our secondary. And I do think that our defensive line will be good against the run. The Giants are fourth in the league in rushing yards average against at 3.9 last year, and I think that only gets better this year. Just worry about our lack of pass rush and that inexperienced secondary. That could come back to bite us a little bit. Dude from 16 Candles said hair pie. Which one? Anthony Michael Hall? I haven't seen 16 Candles in a while. Who do I think will win the NFC Championship this coming season? I always got to go with the Saints. I like the Saints. I always like the Saints. Can Saquon be top 5 running back of all time? If he stays healthy and the Giants build some pieces around him, absolutely. He's got the talent. One of the most talented running backs I've ever seen in my life. He's just got to put it together and stay healthy. And the Giants got to build around him. Adult stand-up comedy. That's what Vic DiBitetto does. Vic DiBitetto. You know, I watched Vic DiBitetto do some ticked-off Vic rants. He was ranting about like leaving the knife in the crumb cake and his wife getting mad. And all I can think to myself is, I can see why people thought I was related to Vic DiBitetto. I get it now. I get it. We're very similar people. What's going on, Ivan Rios? Thank you for joining the stream, my man. Scottzilla, thank you, sir. I wish this was my house. I wish. It's just a background, but I wish it was my house. Trust me, I do. What's going on, Irish New York Sports? Thank you for joining the stream. What's going on, Well Got Game? We're not going to cut Nate Solder this year. Next year, I could see it happening, though. Another year, drafts. You want it. Our offensive line's still young. You want that veteran presence there, but he'll be going next year because Thomas will be there. You know, Thomas is going to be there anyway. But you're going to have Matthew Parrott and you're going to have Shane Lemieux, and the Giants may draft a center next year. So you're gonna see him He'll be gone next year. I can't imagine they're going to hold on to him next year. Should the Giants switch Everingham to wide receiver? I don't think so. I think he loses his value as a wide receiver. Honestly, Meat. I don't like him as a wide receiver. His whole advantage is that 4.42 speed against linebackers and safeties. You start lining him up against the corner, even though he's bigger, it's not going to be as effective, and he'd have to learn how to run a whole different route tree. He'd have to play a totally different position. So I just don't like him at wide receiver. He needs to play tight end and be healthy. What do I do for a living? I work for the state of New York in the finance department. Which team had the worst draft? The Packers, in my opinion, were pretty bad. I should try it. I should do porn comedy. You should, Benjamin. Why not? Take a shot. The G-Man this year, I remember the Titans. I hope so, Mikey. That'd be amazing. Who stinks more, Sam Darnold or Matt Dodge? Well, I mean, Matt Dodge stinks more, but Sam Darnold's not too far behind him. AK-16, what's going on, man? Whose house is that, or is it just a random? Yeah, I just broke in. Anybody ever see Beverly Hills Cop when Eddie Murphy just takes over the house that's under renovation? That's what I've done. I just came on in. Door was open. I was like, let me stream in here. See what happens. Evan in the slot, I mean, maybe he could get a better release off the line if you put him in the slot. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, you can put him in the slot, but he hasn't been very effective the last few years. He's got to stay. Evan Ingram's biggest problem isn't playing tight end. It's staying healthy. He's got to stay healthy. Hopefully there's a college season without college. How can Scott? I agree. Smash that like now, says Scott Zilla. What's going on, Scotty? How you doing, my man? My fiance wants to hire you for her bachelorette party. You for what? For what for? You want me to plan it? I planned my wife's bachelorette party. I can plan it. I don't know what you mean by she wants me for the bachelorette party. Darius Slayton's a straight up underrated beast. Yeah, he's going to be awesome. I like Zeke. I like the rapport that Daniel Jones and Darius Slayton have. That's going to be exciting. Nice bad dog take. What's yours? Take what's exactly. Take what's mine. I did not go to college. Pratham. I went for one semester at SUNY Albany years ago, and I made so much money when I was 19 years old that I didn't save it because I was an idiot, but I've told that story before. I made a lot of money as a kid, and I said there's no reason for me to go to college, and I quit. Don't ever do that. That was stupid on my part because, 4 years later and a lot of drinking and partying later, I ended up losing the job because the company got sold, and then I was left without an education, without a job, and I had to start all over again. So don't do that. That was stupid on my part. That's why I say, man, I can write a book on stuff. So I try to teach you young guys. Be smart. Plan for your future now. Because before you know it, your future's there. Trust me, guys. Benjamin Wynn, my boy Benjamin, my boy Gangrene David, my girl Last Jedi, or not Jedi. Last Jedi. She just turned 22. It was Last Jedi. I swear to God, it seems like only yesterday I was 21 years old, and I'm going to be 44 at the end of this month. It goes fast. Always plan for your future. Enjoy your youth, but plan for your future. Seriously, because you just don't know. You can't plan the future, but you have to plan for the future, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? You can't predict the future. That's what I'm going to. You can't predict the future. You got to plan for the future. Do I know who Scooter Magruder is? Yes. Scooter Magruder came into my NFC roundtable. Got on my case because I said Daniel Jones is better than Dak Prescott. He went on Twitter and said he left my live stream because I said that. And when I went back and watched the comments, I saw Scooter Magruder said the Cowboys are going 19-0 and winning the Super Bowl. Now I ask you, what's more realistic? What's the better argument? That Daniel Jones is better than Dak, or that the Cowboys are going 19-0? Let's just stop that. So Scooter Magruder, I would love Scooter Magruder to come on a channel. We can debate that Dak and Daniel Jones thing. I welcome Scooter Magruder. Really, really. Yardley Moyes, thank you for the super chat, my man. Really, my good man. He said the Giants should sign DJ for $200 million now before he asks for Patrick Mahomes' money. It'll be interesting to see what they do with Daniel Jones, and I did mention this in my video. Daniel Jones has to prove in the next 2 years that he's worth the contract. But I think after year 3, Yardley, the Giants definitely got to work on that extension at that point. If Daniel Jones gets a lot better, takes a big step up forward this year, the Giants improve, and then next year, he's an MVP candidate or he's a top 8 quarterback and the Giants are making the playoffs, that's when you lock him up. A lot of quarterbacks have sophomore slumps. So we have to be careful. I think Daniel Jones is taking a big step up. I think Daniel Jones takes that Carson Wentz step up. I think he takes that Jared Goff step up in their sophomore seasons. I think that Jason Garrett and Joe Judge will help him do that. And I think that you are going to see Daniel Jones make the Pro Bowl this year, but you got to wait because a lot of guys do have sophomore slumps as well. So I think after year 3, we make that move. Steve Jimenez, man, thanks so much for becoming a member, my man. Brilly, we have a new member, Steve Jimenez. Or is it Jimenez? I think it's Jimenez. Welcome to the Big Blue Wrecking Crew, my man. You are now eligible for the Fitted Hat giveaway on Wednesday night. So thank you for becoming a member of the Big Blue Wrecking Crew, man. I really do appreciate that, guys. 94 members, KP. 92 before this stream started. Watched 2011 playoff run, and I was in love with Harry Hynoski. Oh, the Hynoceros was great. The Hynoceros was great. He was great. I don't think we should sign Everson Griffin. I think we're done signing players. Relegate game. Honestly, I don't think the Giants are going to sign anybody else. Save that money. Dave Gettleman wanted to save money for in-season moves. So I don't think we're making any more moves. Mahomes is definitely, well, this is the thing, AK60, right? Mahomes has won an MVP and a Super Bowl. If Daniel Jones wins an MVP and a Super Bowl, pay that man. Pay that man. He be it to me. Pay him. Pay that man his money. That's what you need to do with Daniel Jones. If Daniel Jones is beating teams, pay that man his money. Pay him. Sorry about that, Benjamin. Hope your mom's knee problems. Hope she recovers from the knee issues, my man. I'm 79 Steve. All right, 79 Steve. What's going on, man? I gotcha. I'll just call you Steve. We'll just go with Steve. Steve is easy. But yeah, 79 Steve, of course. How many touchdowns for Golden Tate? I'm going to give Golden Tate 7 touchdowns this year, Yvonne. 7 TDs for Golden Tate. I know you love Matt Dodge, Brock. It doesn't matter who it is with the Giants. You know the Eagles always find a crazy-ass way to beat us. Always. So, I think we got to win the Super Bowl next season. I hope. I wish we could. That'd be amazing. KP, I'm not worried about it, man. You're here all the time. I'm not worried about you becoming a member. Blue Virus is in the house. Came in with Boo. Must be a Sam Darnold fan. He brought the ghost with him. Where do I think Clowney will sign? I've heard Dallas. I could see the Cowboys signing him. Seriously. I can see the Cowboys signing Jadeveon Clowney. Worst New York sports player right now or of all time? I mean, you can't even sum up. We've had some really, really bad players here. I mean, right now, God, I mean, it's got to be somebody on the Knicks. I think all the Knicks are the worst. Clowney to the Raiders, I've heard that too. What new receiver am I excited to see in the season, Sarcone? CeeDee Lamb, my guy from Oklahoma. Definitely excited to watch CeeDee Lamb play this year, even though he's a Cowboy. I'm excited to see what he does. Aussie football's been pretty fun to watch. I watched a lot of Aussie football when the pandemic first hit. Mitchell, I got the Saints going to the Super Bowl. Gary Sanchez does stink. I can't stand him. Would I trade for Kenny G next year? Kenny G. Who's Kenny G? What would I do? What would I do for what? Oh, if the Eagles were to win the Super Bowl next season and go 11-5, I'd probably throw up in my mouth like I did the last time they won it. Rams could use Clowney. I think a lot of teams could use Clowney. All time, I mean, all time, it's got to be one of the Jets. I mean, you could go Kyle Brady. You could go Blair Thomas. Uh, there's a lot of really, really, really bad Jets that came out. You know, so I mean, Quinton Williams was not good last year at all. He was terrible. Sam Darnold's been terrible. And the Jets don't draft well. Could be a Jet. What's going on, Brokey 7-Eleven? Kenny G played the sax. Not the flute. Oh, Kenny Galladay? I wouldn't want, I mean, if the Giants going to go receiver, draft one. Draft a receiver. I'd also have to see who's available in the free agent market. But they did take Kyle Brady over Warren Sapp, yes. Jets have made a lot of stupid moves in their history. They're the Jets. I didn't hear the Giants are trying to trade for C.J. Mosley. I don't know why they would. C.J. Mosley has a ridiculously overpaid contract. And they just got out from underneath the same contract that they gave to Olivier Vernon, the 5 years, $85 million. I wouldn't take C.J. Mosley at all. Everson Griffin, Clay Matthews are still available. I don't want either one of them. The Giants, I think the Giants need to just stick with what they got, save that money for mid-season or whatever. I don't think any one of those players are coming in and making a huge difference. If they were that good, somebody would have already scooped them up. Juju Smith-Schuster, I'd like to see what he does this year. He fell off last year. Obviously, not playing opposite Antonio Brown is going to, when he became the number one receiver, he wasn't as good. All the focus is on AB. It's easy to have a big season when you're the number two receiver. When you become the number one receiver, it's a little different. Mahomes got overpaid. I think he got paid what he's worth, honestly. Rich Kotite wanted to go. Rich Kotite. God, he was terrible, Philly fan. And you know that. He ended up with the Jaguars and went to Penn State. Yes, Tana. He was terrible. He was terrible, man. He was awful. I feel bad for Todd Gurley. We'll see. I feel bad for Gurley just because of the knees. Speaking of the Jets, did you hear what Mims said about Philly? I did, and I wanted to make a video on it. I'll probably make a video on it tomorrow. I'm going to say this to you Eagle fans that are in my chat right now. Don't sweat that. Denzel Mims will not be good in the NFL. I'm telling you right now. He's not going to be good. I will be surprised if Denzel Mims ends up being a good wide receiver. Maybe average. But I'll be surprised if he ends up being good. He didn't miss anything. But I did laugh at what he said. I'm not going to lie. He probably is my favorite Jet right now. Blue Collar, thank you for the super chat. Brilly here because somebody was asking about this earlier. So I'll do it for that super chat. Right? Blue Collar with a $5. Boom! He says the NFL game is great, but how much do you believe that gambling and now fantasy are driving the NFL to popularity? Blue Collar, I say it all the time. All the time. You take fantasy football and gambling out of the NFL, the ratings are worse than baseball. I guarantee it. Guarantee it. Baseball games are too long, Baddog. Baseball games are too long. They are exactly the same length as a football game. Think about that. Baseball goes 9 innings, takes a little over 3 hours to play. Football has an hour of game time, takes over 3 hours to play. So how many stoppages and commercial breaks and everything else you have in an NFL game? The only reason people watch those games all the way to the end is because they have fantasy football players, and that means money. Because if a game is 38-7, but you have 2 fantasy football players in it, you're watching that game to the end. If you don't have fantasy football players, you don't have money on a game, you're not watching a game that's 38-7. Let's be real. Thoughts on Washington NFL name change? They've talked about it for years. If that's what they want to do, then whatever. I've given up. I don't even care. Don't even care anymore. Call them Kings. Washington Kings. It's going to mess up gambling on sports. Athletes will have to test negative before getting. This is true, Meat. This is true. This is very true. D-line are young and solid, honestly. I don't think we'll lead the league in sacks because we don't really have a pass rusher, and the guys up front really aren't good at getting sacks. But I do think the Giants can be top 5 in rushing yards against average again this year. I do think we can do that. I think the Giants can be top 10 in rushing defense. I think we can be that good. And I think honestly, I think the Giants. Here's a bold prediction. Here's a bold prediction. which I'm going to ask I'm going to give you my answer, but I'm going to ask this on the roundtable on Thursday with the Giants video makers. My bold prediction, I'm going to ask each one of their bold predictions. Bold prediction this year, the Giants as a team finish in the top 10 in interceptions in the NFL. That's what I think happens this year. I think you're going to see these guys get tested. I think you're going to see a lot of passes, and I think you're going to see the Giants pick off a lot of passes. I think they're top 10 in interceptions this year. I do get that question a lot, Don Biz. When I stream alone, I put the house behind me. Did you know we beat the Eagles in the first game ever, 56-0? I'm not that old, 79 Steve, but I wish I was there for that because it'd be nice to see that. Late rounder for Njoku. I mean, this is the thing, Dan. We have Ingram, we have Toilolo, we picked up Tomlinson, and we have Caden Smith. We really don't need a fifth tight end. So I don't know. I mean, unless the Giants were going to trade Evan Ingram for David Njoku, I just don't see where Njoku fits here. You know what I mean? We brought in Evan Ingram is the receiving tight end. Caden Smith is a little better at blocking, but he can also receive. And then you brought in Toilolo and Tomlinson as blockers. So I just don't know where Njoku would fit into the scheme. So I don't know. It's hard to know pass rush, but that's what I mean. There's going to be a lot of throws into that secondary, Philly fan D. So I think that'll help. Who leads the team in interceptions? Bradbury or McKinney? For the year started, Giants Alliance, or before, I shouldn't say before the year started. The year hasn't started. I said DeAndre Baker. I think DeAndre Baker could lead the team in interceptions. That was another one of my hot takes. And then obviously we all know the drama of DeAndre Baker. But we'll see. We shall see. Phillip Rivers or Cam Newton? Give me Cam Newton now. Coop! What's going on, D Coop? Thank you for joining the stream. My man. We can trade for Nike Boyle. He's one of the best block tight ends. But we have a bunch of tight ends. That's the thing. We trade for Mike Boyle. We have a bunch of tight ends. I don't think we need any more tight ends. Honestly. Who are these three players you hate the most in this division right now? Zeke Elliott is number one. No doubt about that. Zeke Elliott, number one. Dak Prescott's got to be in my top three. And Fletcher Cox. I can't stand Fletcher Cox. That's just because he kills us all the time. But I would say Zeke, Dak, and Fletcher Cox. Those are the three guys I hate in the division more than anybody. In their prime, Phillip Rivers. Give me Phillip Rivers in his prime any day over Cam Newton. Cam Newton was an athletic freak in his prime. Rivers was a way better quarterback. Way better quarterback. What's going on, the kid? Good to see you, my man. Thank you for joining the stream. What do I think about Will Hernandez at center? They're not going to move Hernandez at center. Hernandez, they drafted him to be a left guard. He's going to be a left guard. Center is going to be Shane Lemieux. It could be Nick Gates. The Giants will try. It could be it's not going to be Jalapeno. Jalapeno stinks. They've talked about bringing him back, Spencer Pulley, but it's not going to be Will Hernandez. Hernandez is set at his spot. Is Dak worth $30 million a year? I'll be completely honest. I think he is worth $30 million a year. I don't like Dak, but I think Dak is. I think Dak's a top 10 quarterback. I mean, it's hard for me to pick 10 quarterbacks better than him. He's won games. He's not good. He hasn't been good against winning teams. But I mean, you're gonna have to pay a quarterback eventually. And I don't know who the Cowboys would replace him with. I don't know. He is a franchise type quarterback. He's gonna get $30 million a year from somebody. I hate Zeke. I can't stand him, Bolt Sign. I hate him. I don't like Dak or Zeke. I can't. Yeah, me neither, Afghanistan. I freaking hate Ezekiel Elliott. Hate him. What do I think about Mayo? Zach Mayo? Or I do that all the time. David Mayo. Zach Mayo is always officer or gentleman. It's the first thing that comes to my mind. Better be proud of them wings. Be the only ones you leave here with. Mayonnaise. Chris, there's a movie for you to review. Officer and a Gentleman. Great freaking movie. Great movie. By the way, Entertainer Talking Sports does have a new channel. It's called Entertainer Talking Movies. If you have not subscribed to that, guys, please check out that channel. He does it with his brother, so check that out. Maybe one of my mods or Entertainer yourself. Drop the link to Entertainer's movie channel in the chat. You guys can sub him up. I love the irony of Cam beat the Pats both times. He played them with the Panthers, and now he's with the Pats. That's interesting, right? Should running backs get paid like quarterback money? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. What's going on, Kevin Wall? Thank you for joining the stream. I appreciate you, Entertainer. Top 5 greatest G-men. LT, Eli Manning, Michael Strahan, Frank Gifford, Emlyn Tennell. There you go. Those are your top 5 greatest Giants of all time. LT, Eli, Strahan, Frank Gifford, Emlyn Tennell. Landon Collins sucks. I was so glad they got rid of him. Awful. Awful. The link doesn't work. It's got Goodfellas is one of the greatest movies ever, Giants Alliance. That is my favorite movie along with Halloween. They're my favorite movies of all time. QB Eagles fan, Brilly to you, sir. Thank you guys for joining the stream. If you haven't done so, guys, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I'm live quite a bit. And once you get sports back, I stream a lot of sporting events. I do a lot of videos. And I do a lot of collaboration videos with other Giants YouTubers and other NFC East YouTubers and whoever. So I hope you guys, if you found the channel tonight, thank you for joining. Please subscribe, ring the bell, and thank you for being here. I appreciate you very much. JJ Trilla, one of my favorites. He says, this ain't bad for Dak and the Cowboys. Dak and his people know he ain't Pat Mahomes. So at least we know we won't get more than Mahomes now. This is true. But JJ, he got $50 million a year. That is insane, man. That is crazy. Oh, Giants-wise, I hate Landon Collins. Oh, that's true. Sam, you know what? You're right. I take that back. Sam's right. Get Dak Prescott out of there as far as top 3 guys in this division I hate. He's forgettable, Sam. So he's right. Sam Newman is right. I hate Landon Collins. Put him right at the top of the list. No, Zeke, I still hate Zeke more. Landon Collins, a close second, though. Great call on that. I never remember him because he's forgettable, because he stinks. He hasn't had an interception in 2.5 years. And the last guy that Landon Collins intercepted was Travis Kelce in that disgusting 12-9 win we had over the Chiefs in 2017. That's the last interception Landon Collins had. He's a safety, for crying out loud. He got $84 million. He can't intercept the pass. Landon Collins has picked off as many passes in the last 2 years as little Baddog has. Give my son $84 million. 8/11 would leave 4 months, 1999 days and change in 2020. My favorite movie is 7. That's a good one, too. Dwight Howard is playing. Yeah, good. They're going to need him. We're going to need that big body. The Lakers are going to need to – he's going to need to step it up. My girlfriend, Tropicana, says, hello. Well, hello, Tropicana. Hello to you. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Roosevelt Brown. Yeah, a lot of people like Rosie Brown, but I don't know. I like the top 5 guys I got. Me too, Willie Gilly. I ain't going down memory lane myself a lot of times. But being a Yankees and Giants fan, memory lane is nice. Full Metal Jacket's a fantastic movie. I love Full Metal Jacket. Some of the greatest insults of all time in that movie. I love that. One of my favorite lines in that movie is your ass looks like about 150 pounds of chewed bubble gum pile. Do you know that? That's a great one. You're so ugly you could be a modern art masterpiece. That's a good one too. Andrew Whitaker, Darius Slayton get 1,200 yards and 10 touchdowns. Definitely could happen. Definitely could happen. I think Sterling Shepard is going to get those numbers this year. I think Sterling Shepard's going to have a big year, but I can definitely see that happening. I think we're going to be behind in some games. I think you're going to see Daniel Jones have to carry the team. Exactly, Afghanistan. I completely agree with you. Completely agree with you. R.I.P. That dude died. Oh, what's his name? Ermi? I forget. Ermi? It's God, I can't. Ermi? I forgot what his name is. It starts at an I. My favorite actor, Robert De Niro. Robert De Niro is my favorite actor. No sports on TV, so I'm getting drunk. I'm watching the Giants vs. Panthers from 2008. Earth, Wind, and Fire. Oh, we ran for over 300 yards in that game. Derek Ward had the big game that game. Yeah, I forgot what his name is. It's like Imy Irvy or something. I can't remember what it is. What's going on, Justin Leone? How you doing, man? Other than Bill O'Brien, thoughts on which NFL head coaches are on the hot seat? Matt Patricia has definitely got to be on the hot seat, Calvin. I think this is a make or break year for Matt Patricia. I think Adam Gase is on the hot seat with the Jets. I think you could see him being on the hot seat. And I'm trying to think of somebody else. Maybe Matt Nagy with the Bears if they have another bad year. So those are a couple of guys I can see. Would you rather have your franchise quarterback Nate Peter Goat or Robert Goatfin III? Definitely RG3. At least RG3 was great before he got hurt. Peterman always stunk. Fat Patricia, indeed. Fat Patricia stinks. About any Browns coach is always on the hot seat. Yeah, but this is first year here. I don't think he'll be on the hot seat. Do I think Golden Tate will be on the Giants this year? Oh, Marcus Golden. I do. I don't think anybody's going to sign Golden. We have, 2 weeks from Wednesday? He'll be a Giant, so I think he is coming back. Getty's getting tossed up this year? No. The Giants would be foolish to get rid of Dave Gettleman after this year. I hope not. As soon as the COVID restrictions lose, I'll be throwing dollars back your way. Man, you don't need to worry about that, Dan. I appreciate you being here, brother. Don't even worry about that, my man. I'm just glad you're here. Dan Quinn, yeah, Dan Quinn's another good one. Dan Quinn definitely on the hot seat. Strahan was a douchebag. Complete douchebag. Doesn't mean he wasn't a great player. Doesn't mean he wasn't a great player. The guy had 141 and a half sacks. All-time single-season sack leader. Won a Super Bowl. The guy was a great player. Can't take that away from him. As a person, he was an ass. Doesn't change how he was on the field. I don't think Lawrence Taylor's the greatest person ever off the football field, but there's no doubt he was the greatest football player in the history of the Giants. Yeah, but there was a lot of expectations in Cleveland with Kitchens. A lot of them. Mustard Bust, what is going on, my man? Good to see you, brother. Thank you for joining the stream. Show the biceps. There you go. Alphabet's in the house. What's going on, man? Could Saquon hit 3,000 total yards this year? No. 3,000 total yards is almost impossible. Almost impossible. Doug Marrone? Maybe. Scottzilla's in the house. All right, Benjamin, stop spamming. You're going to get knocked off. Cesar Munoz, what's going on, my man? Thank you for joining the stream, brother. I appreciate it. Do I work out every day? I run every day. I don't lift every day. I lift 4 days a week, but I run pretty much every day. I might take a day off now and again, but I run every day. Then I've just used my Bowfly. I'm dying to get back in that gym, though, man. There is no pump like the freaking weight pump. So I am looking forward to getting back in that gym. I miss my gym. I miss that preacher bench. Nothing better than that bicep pump on a preacher bench, especially at the end of the workout when I'm doing spider curls. Nothing better than that pump, man. That pump is unreal. Unreal. My favorite non-playoff Giants game. Got to be the one that I went to in 86, Dan. The one I went to RFK with my dad and my grandfather in 86. We were both 11-2. Giants won the game 24-14. LT had 3 sacks in the first half, traded through 6 picks. That's probably my favorite non-playoff Giants game. Just because it was special to me. It's the only stadium outside of, the Meadowlands and MetLife that I've ever been to. So it's great. Your dad's a Giants fan? Well, good man. I think he is the best defensive player ever, honestly. Preachers are the best. I love the Preacher Crow. You love the Rams more? It's all good. You're a Yankee fan, though. That's all that matters. Yankees are good. That's great. Everybody in the country's gym's opening up. Not New York. They got no plan. Worried about the air conditioning. The air conditioning. Oh, God, shut up, man. There's air conditioning in every freaking store up here. And they run them when it's 92 degrees outside. It gets very hot up here. So stupid. The gyms could open up hour blocks, half capacity, social distancing, and obviously you wear a mask and you sanitize your hands and sanitize the machines. Not difficult. Not difficult. Andrew Whitaker, thank you for the super chat, man. I appreciate it, brother. Brilly, my good man, says, what does Mahomes' contract mean for Jones? I was talking about it earlier. Well, think about this. Mahomes has won an MVP and a Super Bowl MVP already in his young 3-year career, okay? And he's the best quarterback in football. Daniel Jones is going to have to take 2 massive steps up in the next 2 years, be a top 8, top 7 quarterback, and get the Giants into the playoffs in the next 2 years. And it'll be Daniel Jones is going to make a lot of money. He won't get Pat Mahomes money. I can't see any quarterback getting that money unless Daniel Jones wins an MVP this year and wins a Super Bowl next year, then maybe you could. But unless that happens, Daniel Jones get paid a lot. He's not going to get Mahomes money. John Freeman, what's going on, my man? Udu, what's going on? Thank you for joining the stream. Sevion Sales, what's going on? Dagger's also more accurate than Mahomes on deep passes with more attempts, along with the other 4 guys that were top 5 in that category, respectively. It doesn't matter. Pat Mahomes threw for over 5,000 yards, threw for 50 touchdowns. Pat Mahomes is ridiculous. What does this deal mean for Dak? Dak's going to get paid, but he ain't going to get paid like that. He's not going to get paid like that. So he's not going to get paid like that. If Jones wins the Super Bowl next year, he can get Mahomes. I don't think he's going to get Mahomes money, but he'll get paid. Is any quarterback? I guess Mahomes is. I'm missing the gym. If they were open, I would totally not be eating junk food in front of the TV. Yeah, I miss it too, Mustard Buzz. Trust me, I am missing it bad. Now, I'm not eating junk food in front of the TV, but I miss my gym very, very much. $503 million, and the Chiefs just get a quarter. It's crazy. Gonna miss my Redskins. Yeah, I'll tell you, John. I don't know what you guys are gonna do. It's gonna be Well, no, it's still going to be HTTR. It's going to be Hail to the Red Tails, I think is what they're going with. I think I heard Red Tails is what they're planning on doing. Do I think Archie Manning is better than Arch Manning will be better than Mahomes? I don't want to say that yet. He's not even in college yet, Elvis. But obviously, Arch Manning is a huge prospect. There's no doubt about that. They say he's better than Peyton. They say he's better than Eli. Listen, by the time Arch graduates, by the time Arch is eligible for the NFL draft, Daniel Jones will be hitting his contract. Daniel Jones' contract will be up. Does that mean Arch Manning will be a Giant? I guess only time will tell. What's going on here, Brokey? He says Bad Dog's a mad dog because he knows Giants are a stink. Just kidding. Much love to you, Bad Dog. I appreciate that, Brokey. I appreciate that. I think Arch Manning will be better when he gets into the NFL. We'll see. How many sacks we have this year? As a team, I'm going to say we have 30 sacks. We'll be near the bottom again. If they reopen gyms, they need to reopen strip clubs. Those are probably open. Those are probably already open. Actually, I don't know. I don't think they put that in any phase. I don't think they mentioned gentlemen's clubs. Listen, you could catch Corona before there was Corona out in a strip club. Sign them up. Yeah, why not? Why not, Tana? Careless spending if they didn't win the world. Yo, that's the truth. I definitely could be careless spending. I just feel like the Cowboys and Eagles don't have any excuses to miss the playoffs. No, they don't. They don't. Our backup quarterback. I don't think it'll be the backup, but Daniel Jones is a stud. Worry more. I feel the same way, Dan. Who'd you recommend for a fantasy running back? Zeke or Saquon? Draft second. I assume McCaffrey won't be available. Saquon, definitely. Definitely Saquon must have. He's going to have a big year this year. Definitely the Quan. A big time wide receiver can we land? Nobody this year, Ian. Nobody this year, depending on where we draft. Maybe Jamar Chase next year out of the draft. Surprising cut on offense and defense. We don't have any cuts. I don't know if there'll be a surprising cut. I don't think there's going to be any surprises as far as cuts go. Like to see the rules of the Bunny Ranch. Oh, they're probably good. Probably good. Oh, I'm sure you can. You catch a lot of stuff there, meat. You catch a lot of stuff there. What's going on, Eagle body bags? Saquon is faster than Zeke, yes. He's also more elusive. Please address our wide receiver situation moving forward. I think the Giants are going to draft a receiver, but we'll see. I don't think Golden Tate will be there next year. We'll see what we do. Mahomes is a lot better than Dak Prescott. A lot better. The proof's in the pudding. You can look outside. You also can look at where the touchdowns come from, JJ Trilla. Dak throws a lot of check down stuff that goes a long way. So, no, Dak isn't a bum. I said that I think Dak is a top 10 quarterback. I think he's right around the top 10 quarterback. He's not a bum. He's not Mahomes, but he's not a bum. I completely agree. But Dak has to perform better in bigger situations. He does not have a good record against winning teams in his career. When is WFAN hiring me and Chris? Ian, I don't know. Ask WFAN. I'm ready to get on WFAN with my man Tana, or give us I'd rather have a Sirius XM channel because that way I can swear. I'd rather have Sirius XM so I don't need to be censored. MH, what's going on, my man? When are you going to do a stream? Oh, Philly 500 and I will work together again soon. Man, I love working with Philly. Eagle Body Bags. He's my guy. No doubt about that. No, I don't think we're keeping an aging Tate. I think Tate's getting cut next year, honestly. Yep, Benjamin's all about the strip clubs. Benjamin's all about them gentlemen's clubs. So he sounds like me when I was 21. I was a big strip club goer when I was a young man. Most expensive thing was this thing, allied around the world, $1,500. Most expensive thing was this thing. I don't know. I don't know what that is. What happens to DJ if Garrett's one and done? I don't think Garrett's going to be one and done. I think Garrett's going to be here for a couple of years. I don't think that'll happen, but I think the quarterback's coach will become the offensive coordinator if that was the case. When are you going to show the chest like Tana does? I don't think Tana shows it. I don't have any chest there anyway. Red zone efficiency with support for a quarterback. Agreed. 79 Steve, thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly, Baddog, what's your top 5 best people in the G-Men organization? Oh, God, of all time, I don't even know. I think Coughlin was up there. I think Eli was up there. I think Amani Toomer was up there. You're my lost long son. You probably are, Benjamin. I have a lot of those running around YouTube. I have a lot of those. There's a lot of young guys that remind me of me. When I was 21. Oh, those are the days. Benjamin wants that ass more. Hey, no, the ass it's all about the ass. Always has been, always will be. Always has been. Pedro, what's going on, man? Thank you for joining the stream. That's why I went to Montreal back in the day. Oh, no doubt about that, Subo 23. No doubt about that. I only been to Montreal once. I don't remember it at all. I guess I had a good time. No doubt about that, man. Yes, indeed. What's going on, Chiefs fan? I thought they give Mahomes like $200 million, at best $500 million. Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. New York for life, man. Thanks so much for the super chat, brother. Brilly, my man. He says, if you had a chance to realign the division, who would you add or let go? I would definitely add the Niners. The Niners-Giants rivalry is like my favorite outside of our division of all time. But I couldn't let anybody go. I couldn't let anybody in this division go, man. We've had the rivalries for so long, and there's so much hate for those teams. I don't want any of them to go. I couldn't get rid of any of the teams in this division. I like the rivalries too much. But I would love to be able to add the 49ers into this division. Because when I was growing up, man, in the 80s and early 90s, that Giants-Niners rivalry was awesome. You need to come to South Florida and go to Tootsie. I just need to go to South Florida again. That's for sure. They should have paid Mahomes $35 million. Now, I think they did. They're okay. How's DJ and Sessa feeling? I don't know. They're in quarantine. Other one of the Cowboys. I'd like to go with the Cowboys if I had to pick one. They're not in the East. That's true. But neither would the 49ers be entertaining. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I couldn't let them go. We just put Nate Solder in the trade block. He's probably been there the whole time. Meet Tarian, man. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it, brother. Brilly. He says, seeing the menu at Bunny Ranch, cheapest thing was to pee on a girl or get peed on for $200. Most expensive was around the world, $1,500. Not worth it. I have a feeling that R. Kelly visited the Bunny Ranch quite a few times, if you know what I'm saying. Meet Tarian. I bet you R. Kelly was a regular at the Bunny Ranch. I bet he was a regular at the Bunny Ranch for that. Do I like being older or younger? I like the experience that comes with being older, but I certainly liked the youth and the living by the, flying by the seat of my pants being younger. Life is much more exciting when you're younger, but it's much more stable when you're older. So there's benefits to both of them. That's for sure. Landon Collins actually got an interception from me at Madden. It must have been on rookie mode. He must have been on rookie mode. You missed the Cardinals in this division, me too. Because you used to beat up on them all the time. Charlie Ingram, thank you for the super chat, my man. I appreciate it so much, brother. Brilly. Landon Collins, 2 interceptions in the last 3 years. Ryan Conley, 2 interceptions in 5 career games. I wouldn't hate him if just didn't run his mouth. Yeah, I hate him anyway because he was overrated. But yeah, he ran his mouth. That's a great point. Ryan Conley has 2 picks in 5 career games. Landon Collins has 2 in his last 3 years. And, of course, one of them came off the arm of Travis Kelce. Let's not forget he's only intercepted 1 quarterback in the last 3 years. We own the Niners. 202 still bothers me, though. We did beat Joe Montana 3 times. We beat Joe Montana 3 times in the playoffs. No other team did that. The history of the NFL. King game will be our Achilles heel. I like the pun there. I like that pun. Kicking will be our Achilles heel. Nice pun on that one. If we can get up to average, if our O-line can get up to average Elvis, we're going to be in good shape. The 0-2 is painful. Well, like I said, 89, 97, 0-2, 08. Those are the most painful losses for me as a Giants fan. Most overrated Giants player ever, Landon Collins. I don't think there's any doubt about that. It's Landon Collins. People loved Landon Collins. People thought Landon Collins was great. But Baddog, he made 3 Pro Bowls. Pro Bowl's a joke. Landon Collins, so overrated. People thought that guy was so good because he was in the right place and the right time for 8 games in 2016. Take those 8 games away from Landon Collins. I think he has 3 career interceptions in his entire career since 2015. That's terrible, man. We own the Packers. I don't know about that, Terry. We do in the playoffs. We've beaten them in the playoffs pretty good. What's going on, AJ O. Henry said the Eagles, if we beat the Eagles once this year, it'll be good. I hear you, AJ. Trust me. I'm with you on that one. I'm with you on that. What's going on, Tommy Bavaro? Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Biggest X factor on the Giants offensive defense. X factor? I think DeAndre Baker, big X factor on defense. We're going to need that shutdown corner over there. No doubt about that. And obviously, I think Daniel Jones is the biggest X factor on the offense. He has to have a big season. There's no doubt about that. If you're going to pick a second guy, it's got to be Andrew Thomas. He's got to protect Daniel Jones. Dolan's giving Eric Flowers 10 million a year. Has to be the worst contract. I don't know. He played better as a guard. I screamed for years that the Giants should try Eric Flowers at guard. They never did. He played well. He did a good job for Washington at guard. Dolphins are my deep sleeper in the AFC this year. You know. Remember amazing tackle? I don't care about it being a tackler. Safety's not supposed to be a tackler. You don't want your safety being your leading tackler. That means that they either have to bring him up to the line because the linebackers can't get there, or that means that there's receivers out there in the secondary or running backs getting out to the second line of defense. It's not a good thing. Your linebackers should lead your team in tackles, not your safeties. That's not a good look for a team. Landon Collins leads his teams in tackles because the teams he's played on have been very, very poor. You know, Stevie Brown I loved Stevie Brown. Udo. I loved Stevie Brown. I loved him. If we beat the Cowgirls, it'd be a great season. Yes, just beat the Cowboys and Eagles this year, please. Please beat them. Speaking of Angel, is whizzing on people in clubs considered essential? It's got to be. I don't know about that. Well, no, I think the Broncos have a chance. I don't think they're really a dark horse. Everybody likes the Broncos. Everybody likes the Broncos. Kind of like they liked the Browns last year. Yes, he didn't play poorly. He didn't do bad. Stevie Brown had 8 picks and 3 touchdowns. One year, I'm pretty sure he had 8. I think he had 3 touchdowns and 8 interceptions in one year. Something crazy like that. Or he had 300 return yards 1 year on interceptions. Andrew Whitaker, thank you for the super chat, man. Brilly says, who is a free agent you would like to sign? I mean, there really isn't a free agent out there that I'm like dying to get. I mean, if we were going to, it would be Jadeveon Clowney. That would be the guy that I want. I think he's the best one out there, but I don't think any free agent out there right now makes a difference on the 2020 season. I don't think they're big enough. I think if these guys were actual game changers, they would have already been picked up by somebody. What do I think? Do you think Mahomes was thinking about the team when he signed that contract? Hell no. Listen, man, you get into the NFL, it's about you, baby. Someone's willing to pay you. You take it. You take it. He already won a Super Bowl. He don't need to worry about the team now. Now it's time to get paid. I guess. All Pro is way better than Pro Bowls. Absolutely. It's not close. All Pro means a lot more in a Pro Bowl. Wildcat Priorities, New Jersey stadium rebuild or stadium in New York State? They need a stadium in New York State. We should sign Logan Ryan. We have enough slots. We have enough slot corners. I don't think we need Logan Ryan. And he's over the hill. He's decreased. He's coming off an injury. We don't need him. We went very heavy the last 2 years in drafting and signing, trading for safeties and cornerbacks. I don't think we need Logan Ryan. I think we're deep enough in that secondary now. It's up to these guys. A lot of people think Darnay Holmes is a steal of the draft. Xavier McKinney was a huge steal. They drafted Ballantyne. They drafted Julian Love. They drafted DeAndre Baker. They signed James Bradbury. They traded for Jabril Peppers. I mean, they got a lot of talent in that secondary. So we'll see. When will Baker be back? I have no idea. No idea. Favorite Dolphins player was Zach Thomas. He was really good for a while. Zach Thomas was really good. Do I think the Nets are just a Brooklyn team, or do you think that they'll never be the team in New York, Steve? It'll always be the Knicks town. Always. I don't care how. The Nets can win championship after championship. This will always be a Knicks town. Always. Always. You thought on the Redskins signing Ronald Darby? Terrible. Their secondary worries me. Their front seven's very formidable. Their secondary is really bad. Their secondary is not good. So I think Washington's going to give up a lot of points this year. If they can't get to the quarterback, they're in trouble. You started following me on Instagram? I appreciate that, Tommy. I will follow you back once I get on there. If you could add any player from any team to the Giants, who would I want? Probably Nick Bosa. We could use a Nick Bosa on this team, without a doubt. We're getting completely raided by the Browns. We completely raped the Browns on both trades. Oh, God, you're right about that, Dan. Oh, that's true. I mean, if we could take advantage of them again, why not? I mean, we got Zeitler for Olivier Vernon. And, of course, we dumped Odell Beckham, and we got a first and a third and saved all that cap space in Jabril Peppers. So, yeah, because Beckham's already causing problems in Cleveland. Bucky Brooks thinks the Redskins are Super Bowl contenders. Well, let's put it this way. We all know that guys on ESPN aren't the smartest analysts out there, that's for sure. Analysts, they're not the smartest analysts out there. What if Haskins has a better year than Daniel Jones? You're still sold on who? Jones? Jones is going to be great. Dan Haskins is not going to have a better year than Jones. Nope. Definitely not. Haskins is going to struggle this year. Again, he's going to struggle. Their offensive line isn't good in Washington. The running backs are either old or have a bunch of injuries. They have no tight ends, and outside of McLaurin, nobody scares you. And Ron Rivera is a defensive coach. I don't think Haskins will be that great. Red Hawks, yeah. I think they're going to be the Red Tails. I think that's what. He's on NFL Network. Well, they all move around. But put it this way, NFL Network. I don't watch any of them. I don't watch NFL Network unless it's Good Morning Football, just because I like to look at Kay Adams. Other than that, I don't watch NFL Network. I don't unless there's games on it. I don't watch ESPN. I don't watch FS1. I don't watch Fox Sports. I don't watch any football shows at all. If I want news, I go to my favorite YouTube content creators. That's the truth. Because I think most of them are unbiased. Now, some of them, obviously, we know Eagles fans are pretty off the wall with some of their predictions. But at the same time, they give it to you how it is most of the time. So I'd rather go listen to them. I love Kay Adams. She's the best. No doubt about that. You guys' game against the Browns, it should be interesting. That's the one we plan on doing that New York Giants get together this year again. And we plan on doing it there for the Cleveland game, but I don't know if we're going to have people now. Who scares me on the Giants wide receiver core? What do you mean, who scares you? Darius Slayton? But our wide receiver core is better than Washington's. I mean, Golden Tate's one of the top 5 slot receivers in the league. Golden Tate has some of the best yards after catch in the league. And Sterling Shepard, when he's healthy, he's very good. And Evan Ingram, when he's healthy, he's very good. They got to stay healthy. And Caden Smith had a great last 4 games. Saquon Barkley's better than anybody Washington has. That's for sure. Calvin, man, thanks so much for the super chat, brother. I appreciate it, my man. Brilly, he says, you mentioned earlier you collect restore cars. No, cards. C-A-R-D-S. Cards. I collect sports cards. I wish I could collect cars. But what make, model, and years interest me the most? I can tell you this. A 62 Vet, 64 GTO. Those are cars I absolutely love. And any Bentley. I would love to own a Bentley. But definitely a 62 Vet, a 64 GTO. I love those cars. Love them. 64 GTO, a little bit too much horsepower for me. There's no doubt about it. I would want to test that out and not get in trouble. But yeah, those are probably the cars that I would love to restore, collect. I mean, those are fantastic. Favorite YouTuber? Love the vids. Thank you, Christy. I appreciate that very much. It means the world to me. So thank you. Fisk Vegas said Wentz is the 3rd best quarterback in the division. Fisk don't like Wentz. I love Fisk. Fisk and I ain't going to agree on that one. I can have Fisk on my channel someday. What's the biggest sports bet you've ever made? $200. The Giants to win straight up against the Patriots, Super Bowl 42. That's the most that I've ever bet. I don't bet a lot. Normally my big bets are $20. But I'd won the Texas Hold'em tournament that day, so I won $450, and then I threw $200 down to the Giants, figuring I'd walk out $250 ahead. And it said I got paid over $2,000, so it was nice. Good news is DJ can eventually be the best. I agree. Thoughts on Goff? I think Goff's going to rebound this year. I don't think he'll be as good as he was a second-year Axel, but I think he'll be better. Skins wide receivers are unproven, but have a lot of talent. Sims and Harmon have a lot of upside. I do like the oh God, who is the guy that you got? I do like the guy from Liberty, Anthony Gandy Gold. He ended up with you guys, right? AGG ended up with the Redskins. I do like him, but I'm not scared of the wide receiver corps. Like you said, they may have talent, but they're unproven. So if they're unproven, then I'm not scared of them. If you haven't proven yourself, I'm not going to be scared of you. And I'm just, listen, I'm going by what Redskins fans said on this channel in my live streams, that they're worried about their offense. You know? Thoughts on doing a 24, thoughts on the 24. I don't really follow hockey, Tommy. I'll watch it for sure. I watch it, but I'm a casual fan of hockey, so I don't have many thoughts on it. I don't know why Steve got timed out there, but I don't think that should have happened. I don't know what the hell happened there. Steve Eminez, man, thank you for the super chat, brother. I appreciate it. Brilly, he says, Baddog, what's the biggest Giants what if ever? Oh, to me, man, there's no doubt about it. Biggest what if ever is Plaxico Burress shooting himself in 2008. Plaxico Burress doesn't shoot himself in 2008. We're a dynasty, in my opinion. Giants definitely win it in 08. They probably went into 2010. They might have won it in 2009. They were 5-0 before they collapsed. But I definitely think that's the biggest what if. You know, I didn't miss it, guys. I was getting to it, guys. I didn't miss it. I think I mentioned this the other night. I actually stopped with the chat. There's a little section on YouTube now where I just click viewer activity. So I do get them. I see them pop up over there. So I don't miss any of them now. I'm always afraid I do miss them in the chat, but now that I look at that, I don't miss any of them. Greg, what's going on? My man from Sweden, what's going on, bro? He says Joe Burrow won't be a good quarterback. Peace, love, dog. Wash your hands, kiss your fam. You know that, Greg. You know that. And I agree with you. I wouldn't say Joe Burrow won't be a good quarterback, but Joe Burrow will not be as good as Tua. Tua will be better than Joe Burrow. What's going on there, Philly girl? Thank you for joining the stream. Imagine someone asking a stupid question like, what's your favorite baseball team? The Yankees. Do you think the 08 team should have beat Philly? Do I think they should have beat Philly in the playoffs without Plaxico? I still think they should have, but the Eagles did beat us in the Meadowlands without Plaxico that year. They handed us our second loss of the year that year without Plaxico. So Plaxico used to kill the Eagles. We missed him big time. Worst coach of all time, Rich Kotite. Rich Kotite's got to be the worst coach of all time. He's terrible. You should never gamble, Anthony. True words. Most Skins fans are worried about the offensive line and running back health. We're pretty excited about wide receiver corps. Well, your wide receiver corps is not going to do anything if you can't protect that quarterback. Trust me, as Giants fans, we know. All right, Meat, have a great night, man. Thanks for hanging out, brother. I always appreciate it. And we will see you on Wednesday for the members-only stream, my man. We will see you on Wednesday night. I think Lawrence will be a Hall of Famer. Lawrence who? Thank you, Brandon. Appreciate that. I'd say Hugh Jackson, but that's just in my lifetime. Yeah. Well, Hugh Jackson, overrated, but not terrible. What's going on, Jay Berman? Good to see you, my man. Worst owner ever, James Dolan. It's not close. Not close. Dolan's awful. Talking Giants is on Entertainers channel this week. What's going on, Will Tutaki? Laker Dog will be here in about 4 weeks. July 30th, Lakers, Clippers, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That means I'll be live at 8:45. Laker Dog will be back on July 30th. He's always here in spirit. Laker Dog's always here in spirit. Which 0-16 team did it better? The 2017 Browns, because they got Baker Mayfield and they got Bradley Chubb and they got Nick Chubb. The 2017 Browns definitely did it better because they ended up with a much better draft. Thoughts on Skip Bayless? I like to call him Skip brainless because he's an idiot. Yeah, Dolan's terrible. Can't wait to watch the Celtics and Giants. I can't wait to watch the Giants and Yankees. That's for sure. No doubt about that. No doubt about it. I hated Chip Kelly, but give him props. Well, I mean, at least they had winning records here. Kotite was terrible. Kotite was god awful. Alex Sports, how can I be the man when you're the man? I'm with you on that. That Dolan's probably the worst. Yeah, he's awful. I mean, we talk about it all the time at nauseum how bad Dolan is for us Knicks fans. Thoughts on Tanaka? He'll be fine. Obviously, we're lucky. We caught a lucky break. Tony 459, what's going on in the Czech Republic, my man? Worst coach of all time was Ray Hanley, says Open Store. Well, you got to understand something. Hanley took over a bad situation, and he was taking over an older team, and a lot of his players were hurt. I'm not saying Hanley was good. Hanley was a train wreck, but there was definitely worse coaches than Ray Hanley. I mean, we did go 8-8 and 6-10. Could have been a lot worse. Kotite was terrible. Celtics Lakers finals, that could definitely happen. Sabrina, what's going on, my lady? Thank you for joining the stream. Skipping can be annoying, so I don't listen to it often, but sometimes I like Undisputed. Yeah, I listen to WFAN. That's usually what I listen to. I listen to Mike Francesa, or I'll go to Sirius XM and listen to Mad Dog Sports. Best coach in our division right now? I mean, it's Doug Peterson. It's not close. Doug Peterson won a Super Bowl with the team he's on. I think Mike McCarthy's overrated. Ron Rivera never won a Super Bowl. Giving it to Doug Peterson. I think Doug Peterson did more with less than any of those other coaches. Obviously, we don't know what Joe Judge is. You can't even rank Joe Judge, but there's no doubt. I think that Mike McCarthy had a much more talented team in Green Bay than Peterson. I don't know what the hell is going on with the with him getting hit in there. I had to unhide him there. Danny Thomas, man, thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly, my good man. He says early prediction for the two teams that will be in the World Series. Worst owners are the Wilpons and Dolan. Yankees, Dodgers, man. Yankees and Dodgers, without a doubt. I got to get rid of that? Okay. I don't know what's going on with that. I guess I do. I don't know what's going on there. Is Rivera really overrated? I don't know. I don't think he's overrated, but I don't think he's great. Top eyes were Marge shot. You got Marge shot in there. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. How much do you want to see Altuve get plunked? A lot. I don't know what the hell is going on with this. Now it's talking about an audio bit rate of 128. As long as you guys can still hear me. Was I surprised how bad the Giants were in 2017? Yes, I was. Thought the Giants would be contending for the division, without a doubt. Will Hernandez needs to step his game up this season. Agreed. Let's hope Danny Dimes gets that contract. And doing well, Sabrina just chilling. Yeah, never con a con man, especially when he's better than you. That's from Diggstown. Will the Giants record be if I was the owner? I can't answer that, Steve. Thoughts on the Yankees finessing the Cubs? I love it, but you know what, Brandon? I don't know if they finessed the Cubs. Cubs got a World Series out of it. Cubs got a World Series out of it. Yes, we got Gleyber Torres. We got one of the best young hitters, best young players in the league, and we got Chapman back. So, yeah, we won the trade, but the Cubs won the World Series. And if you ask any Cubs fan, Cubs ownership, Cubs hadn't won in over 100 years. Cubs are taking that trade all day, every day, twice on Sunday. No doubt. Cubs would do that again in a heartbeat. Fell off mopeds in New York City today. The ones you ran. I hope you're okay. What was my favorite non-Giants game in the 2010 decade? My favorite non-Giants game? Oh, God, I don't even know. That Rams-Chiefs game on Monday night was pretty good. That was pretty good. O-line is the best defense since 2011. That would help. The Owners Hall of Shame. Oh, there's a lot of Hall of Shame owners out there. For sure. We'll be the Chicago Giants this year because of our kicking game. Worst Giant of all time? It's gotta be Eric Flowers. Gotta be. Daniel Snyder is a terrible owner. Can Spencer Pulley be a good starting center? No, I don't think he can. Washington can change their name as long as they have that owner. They're not doing anything. That's the truth. Facts and thanks for the follow on Twitter today, Tina, says Brandon Allen. Gittleman should give Jalapeno a chance. No. Jalapeno was a train wreck. He was awful. Which game am I looking forward to most of the season? The Cleveland game. I wanted to go to that game. Big Blue Jabroni, what is going on? Eli Apple was here for more than 1 year. He was here for more than 1 year. Jaron Hosley was a pretty bad Giant, too. So was Trevin Wade. But Eric Flowers got to be. Joe Pisarcik. Well, I'm a little young for the 70s Giants, Jay. But you can name a bunch of 70s Giants that were terrible. Favorite non-New York teams? The Lakers, I guess. Yeah, a lot of people found my channel after the Daniel Jones reaction. I think a lot of people enjoyed that. Pisarcik was bad. The Sarge was bad. Craig Morton wasn't good when he was here either. Dave Thomas is a bad Giant. We had a lot of bad secondary guys. But Dave Thomas was terrible. He was bad. The owner's changing the name, don't worry. HTTR. Yeah, it's going to be held at the Red Tails. That's all. They're gonna have to come up with a different song. Thank you, Sebastian. My rants are pretty they're pretty noteworthy. I don't know, Ray. I got no idea what the deal is with the Giants kickers getting arrested. I got no clue. Chase Young, our biggest rookie X factor. I'm gonna go with Tua. I'm a big fan of Tua. I think Tua is going to surprise a lot of people. Preston Parker, God almighty. That guy couldn't catch COVID. Would you trade a fifth rounder for a kicker? No, there's free agent kickers out there. Wouldn't trade for a kicker. Chris meeting Baddog for the first time gave me chills. That was quite the experience. A lot of people were looking for that one. A lot of people were looking for the meetup on that one. I remember reading the chat back and people were like, Chris is in the elevator. Will Tua start week 1? I don't know. Red Wolves are gaining traction with our fan base. That ain't bad. Maybe sometimes said this, Globetrotters willing to sell Washington, name the Generals. Yeah. We'll see what happens. Max Scherzer and Garrett Cole. Yeah, I'll be streaming that game, Zig. You can bet on that one. Dwayne Harris. Dwayne Harris was a good kicker. Dwayne Harris actually, I think, had like 7 touchdowns for us 1 year. Maybe 2015. Dwayne Harris actually had a good year for us. I think he was a good special teams guy. Definitely. Offensive rookie of the year, defensive rookie of the year. Offensive rookie of the year, Tua. Defensive rookie of the year, Chase Young. People thought Nelson Aguilar couldn't get. Aguilar stinks. Yeah, if they're smart, they'll redshirt Tua. I could see that happening. But, I mean, they made all those trades because I would think that they'd want to win now, unless they plan on tanking again and going out and getting Jamar Chase for Tua. You can call them the Washington Sweep'ems. That's true. Where are my old videos before 2018? They gone. Most of them are gone. I have some on my backup channel, and I put a couple of rants up here. I have my Odell Beckham when I said he should be traded. I have my back and do rant, my Eli Apple rant. Some of my trash talking videos are on my other page. I like Swift as an X factor. That's a good one. DeAndre Swift, I guess we'll see. All right, Ian, have a great night, my man. Take her easy. I'm probably going to wrap this up in 10 minutes. I'm tired, so I might have to end this a little early tonight. Who's the rookie running back that got drafted by the Chiefs? That guy wins Rookie of the Year. God, I can't even remember. Benjamin, man, have a great night, brother. Thank you for all the super stickers. Always love coming in and getting dizzy and reading porno chats or porno super chats. So I always appreciate that, man. Rager will be the best Aguilar. Yep, I agree with that. TTC days were goated. Well, like I said, you can ask around. You can ask around, and the consensus is that I'm one of the best, if not the best, trash talker in the history of the TTC. People still talk about me, man. I've been in the TTC and going on 3 years, and I still watch my TTC guys because like I said, I cut my teeth in YouTube in the TTC. So I always watch those guys, but they still mention me. Yes, I am doing the giveaway on Wednesday. Wednesday night, the members only giveaway. Yes, indeed. I have to do it after the stream. I don't know what happened there because I can't find him up there. So I'll have to find him. All right, Tommy, have a great night, man. I will follow you back on Instagram. Oh, Edwards Hilaire, that's who it was. We'll see. Which TTC guys do I watch? Steel 58, 8 Camel Toes, A-Bomb. Who else I watch? Simus. I don't know if Simus still considers himself TTC. I'll swing in the Saints Uptown chat once in a while. I've been watching CG, Bully CG Dog. Who the hell else? I don't know. I watch a lot of them. Yankees last 20 of 23 games are against the Dregs of MLB. The Yankees have an easy schedule because we play a lot of our division. We should kill the Orioles. We always do. That's why I picked Gleyber Torres to win the MVP this year. Third of his games, I think. A lot of his games were against the Orioles. Whose contract do we hate the most on the Giants? I got to go with Solders. I think any Giants fan would tell you Solders the worst of those contracts. Who do I want to draft in the second round if we lost the Redskins game and picked Chase Young second overall? That's a good question. Probably Josh Jones. Probably would have been Josh Jones at that point. How does Conley fit the defense with all those offseason acquisitions? You have to find a spot for him. Listen, Conley only played 5 games. And everybody acts like Conley is Superman. Conley's going to have to fight for a position. I think Conley could be in there in coverage downs. I think Conley could be in there in some blitz some run blitz packages. But the Giants are going to have a heavy rotation. I think you're going to see a lot of all these guys. That's why the Giants want versatility and depth, because you're going to see these guys stay fresh. And I think you're going to see a lot of rotation of these guys. That's why I don't think you're going to see one guy have 10 sacks in this team. All right, Tendons of Steel, have a great night, my man. I appreciate it, brother. Have a great night. Yanks 28 need, Jay. Let's go. Let's go. When is the next NFC's roundtable? Maybe mix up the YouTubers. I mix the YouTubers up every time I do one of those. I'm working on next Wednesday. I reached out to Vok Lombardi. Vok said, let me know what time. So Vok is down for it. So Vok Lombardi will be here. I reached out to Street Scores. He's Redskins video maker. I haven't heard back from him yet. Of course, I did this today. So, and I haven't decided on an Eagles guy yet, but probably leaning towards Joey Shakes. We'll see. I gotta reach out to an Eagles guy. I'm waiting to hear back from Street Scores, and then I just got to make sure all the guys can do it on that time. But Wednesday at 9:00, next Wednesday, not this coming Wednesday. Next Wednesday, we're looking to do that. Wednesday, July 15th. So, Elvis, have a great night, my man. Have a good night, guys. Are we long lost Italian brothers? Probably. But you know what, guys? I'm actually gonna head out now. I see people are leaving. It is 12:10, so I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna get some sleep tonight. Again, I just want to thank everybody for being here. If you haven't done so, man, do a favor. Hit that thumbs up on the way out. Hit that subscribe if you're new to the channel. But again, guys and girls, I really appreciate all the support of this channel. You guys and girls are amazing. You've kept me going through this 4-month stretch of absolutely nothing. You've kept me sane. You've kept me entertained. You know, your support, like I said, it's unbelievable. Your questions are great. Your contributions and production on this channel are amazing. My channel is great because of you guys. People always come in here and say, Baddog, you have a great stream. Baddog, the streams are great. And that's because of the chat. The chat makes the stream great. You guys are great. You guys are the best on YouTube, without a doubt. So I appreciate it, guys. And, of course, you know, as always, everybody stay safe and stay sane. And members, I will see you guys and girls on Wednesday night for the Fitted Hat giveaway. So until then, it is the Bad Diggity Dizzle, and I am gone. Peace!